I think we're live. I'm just gonna double check everything. Bear with me here. Okay, we're good. Alright. Thank you for joining the stream. We're gonna be laughing at Phil today. And I'm also gonna play a little bit of Elden Ring. I'm not gonna spoil anything because I'm just gonna get to the... I'm just trying to beat Moog, basically. So, don't worry. No spoilers, guaranteed. But, happy Friday. Thanks for being here. Thanks for chilling. I totally goofed up my my first live attempt just a few minutes ago here. But I think we're good now. So, like I said, just gonna play a little bit of Elden Ring. Nothing spoiler related. We're just trying to beat Moog. I have this on Xbox, and I have like, you know, 5 or 6 max level characters. Not max level, but like 120, 140 level. Into New Game Plus 1 and 2. But first time getting it on PC. I explained it a bunch of times. I'm just getting it on PC because it was cheaper than buying a capture card. Yep. So, thanks for being here. And yeah. Phil's gonna start in probably like 20 minutes or so. With a bit of luck, we might actually be able to beat Moog for them, which would be a big plus. I think I'd be pretty elated for that. Just gonna switch one thing here. I'm gonna go live chat. Live chat. Okay. So I was just here to get XP souls to level up. The reason why I'm doing this is I was really underleveled, so I was kind of getting messed up. And I think I want to upgrade my weapon. I don't even know if I have the right stones. Come on. Hello. There you go. So what do I need? I wonder what I need to level up. Let's go check. Wait, I gotta check something out. What is this? What is that? I wanted to hear me commentate on one of my own Street Fighter matches against Aegis and one that was taken apart. What? Fucking kind of stupid goddamn shit is that, dude? The fuck was... Oh, I'm happy I'm not seeing the message because it's not worth anybody reading. It's freaking stupid. He thinks he's hot shit. It's fucking annoying. Because he's, I mean, he is hot shit. Like a hot pile of shit. I noticed this super long loading after the update, just the first time it loads in. Once it's all loaded in, it's good.
Greeting.
I need smithing stone 5. That's what I need. Wait, if I need 5, I don't even have 6 then. That's
Something.
What? Well, first we're just gonna try Moog, just as is. And if it doesn't work, then we'll try to level up the weapons and stuff. I think that's the smart idea. Right, Moog. Asshole, let's go. God, it's probably even worse for loading. Not this again. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look for smithing stone 5. There's a bunch in Necron. Like a royal capital. Falling Star Beast. Shaded Castle. Oh shit, is it actually working for 2 people? Oh my god. Oh my god, wow. It's been forever since that actually worked. Like, hours. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Look like a bunch of morons. Now I have to just stay alive. Can I do that? Take your bets. That reminds me, there's actually not even use that fucking mod. God damn, it sucks. Ah, finally had a crew and we were gonna fucking do it. Ah, ah. Fuck. Oh, I'm such a moron. Wanna go? We can wait. Is there anybody else? Bueller? See if we can someone else on here. Why is it? Just fucking why? Why, stupid shit? Fuck. Alright, I guess it's just us and there's no one else. What's that item you can use against it? That's what I need. Just need to know what that item is. It's only for the first phase. It's not even worth it. I thought you could use the shackle in the second phase. I never actually used it. I can't believe I messed that first attempt up. I'm still beating myself up over that. I should have stayed back. I wonder why it's not working. Snort. What up, man? Are you ready for the cope? The cope cast? The greasiest solo podcast ever. Don't understand. Alright. This is gonna fail like 100%, but let's go. Had a very interesting day. He saw a deer. Oh my god, he saw a deer out in the woods somewhere. Totally didn't, but... You know what I'm saying? That's the highlight of his day. Oh my god, I saw an animal, a creature. That's that. Not even. understand why nobody's popping up. It's so fucked. Sucks. Wait, no, this is it. This one. Come on, Phil. It's your time to shine. Where's that shitty music? Oh, beautiful music. It's art. Absolutely beautiful. Takes my breath away. That's where I want to go, and here's where I need to get down. Does it go down there? Looks like it might. Makes my heart bleed to know that people like that exist. Fuck man. I mean, you have to be like actually dented first of all to make that fucking piece of music, and second of all, you have to be fucking dented to think that's good enough to have at your fucking podcast intro. Like, what? It's some high-level regardation that's beyond my understanding. My mere mortal brain can't comprehend the why or the what the fuck, you know? Been here before. Looks like a good way to get there. Now, why would this be fogged up? Oh, that's why.
Help! Kinda like, Shut the fuck up and eat it!
Yes. Yes! Yes! So from here, I can get to where I want to go. That's where I want to go. No, not there. I think I can just get out and leave, right? Yeah. This guy's still mad. Oh, that was like 20 seconds ago. Oh, he's still mad. I think this is it. The secret path. Ah! Oh yeah, fuck you too, bud. Yeah, I know there's a guy you can summon here later. I know this for a fact. And I know there's a bonfire near. I also know this for a fact. That's a sketchy looking tree. What is that? Huh? Huh? Very sketchy looking tree. Where's the bonfire? Is he here? No, not yet. Man, he's super late today. What's going on? Here I'm gonna find a bunch of smithing stones. Five of them. Nope. I just got here. Right? You burned that one. I'm gonna do something that's going to save time instead of waste time. Oh, I've already gotten them. Wait, have I? Ah, here we go. Oh. Horrible. Done this one already.
Good morning, everyone. I'm back from break, and on today's show, we'll have a Phil's Day Off segment, and actually, there's quite a bit of interesting game news to discuss this morning. But I can't help but feel like there's something else going on today. As if there may be some sign around here that something could possibly be going down. I'm feeling a little stiff this morning. Let me just stretch.
What a fucking god.
Oh, yeah. It's time. for weeks of grueling fun, starting today.
Fucking God.
The Shadow of the Erdtree
so
DLC. I hope you're all ready.
I want to punch him.
All
so
this and
fucking
more
bad.
on today's episode of the One Podcast.
The shitty intro where you do the heil, Phil. Take cover! Help!
Kind of like, bursting with flavor.
Hey, Phil.
Shut the fuck up and eat it. Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking...
See, that actually flowed.
Alrighty, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Indeed,
Just
it
put
is
a
Friday,
random Phil rant
the 21st
over that
of June,
fucking shit music and
2024. I welcome you all here to DSP Gaming and
Welcome.
Podcast. How are you? I hope you're doing well.
where the fuck
And
am I going?
It is official. Today, the 21st of June, in the year of our Lord 2024, is officially the first gaming day of 2024. Because there's been nothing really going on in video games this year, I hate to say. All the stuff that's been notable has been like indie games that kind of shocked us because they were so good. But for the most part, everything this year has been incredibly underwhelming. Right? All the big releases that were supposed to come out and make our jaws drop didn't really do that. Everything was kind of like, eh. So, today, I really feel this DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, is like the biggest thing going on in gaming right now. This is the one where everyone is excited for it, everyone is talking about it, everyone is playing it. Collectively, the gaming world is watching, listening, and enjoying. We haven't had a game like that yet this year. Usually there are multiple AAA releases or giant hyped games that get that vibe, and there has not been that at all.
Oh my
during
God,
this entirety
stuff
of the
him
6
right
months we've
now,
been
man.
playing.
I'm ready to
So
fucking just
finally-
quit already.
Finally today, we can feel like the community is together. Ready
Oh
to
no, we're not
right?
with you,
In
dumbass.
addition, it
We're not
just
with
so
you.
happens
Nobody's
that
with
today
you.
is the first full day of
Nobody.
summer here in the United States, and the temperatures are appropriate. Here where I live in Washington, we are going to have a high heat day. I have my air conditioners pumping full blast here today, ready to go. I'm also excited because unlike previous outings, today I'm on my new setup for Elden Ring. I have better quality visuals for me.
Oh
And
no,
you
not
guys
with the
are also
fucking
gonna get
quality shit
higher
again.
bit rate, less blurring, less pixelization.
Oh
no
my
frame drops,
God.
Hopefully, it should be a smooth experience playing this DLC for the next several weeks as I go through it. So I am very happy to be joining you all today with this. Finally, we get something that's high priority that everyone is playing. It's just been a while. It's just so crazy that, you know, for example, just think off the top of my head.
Yeah,
last
watch me
year,
suck
right?
ass in
You had
4K.
Hogwarts Legacy. You had
Watch my ugly face that nobody wants to fucking see ever in 4K. And I bring out the wife, you're gonna watch her waddle
You
in
had a bunch of
4K.
indie games that were great, like Pal World and Helldivers 2, but they're just that. They're indie games that you play for a while and you kind of put down and forget about. So there has been nothing of this caliber, and I'm very excited to be able to play Elden Ring for you guys today and to check out this
Gonna lower the
DLC.
volume.
By the way, I heard it's a cakewalk. It's very easy. Everyone's saying you just steamroll right through it. That if you play through the game, you know what you're doing. You beat Melania. This is nothing. Like, it's just, you know, it's like stomping on bugs or like, you know, rolling through a field of daisies.
What
or,
the
you know,
fuck
being
is he-
covered
oh
in,
my
like,
God,
bubble
he's
wrap
such a
and
fucking-
bouncing off stuff. Like, wow, all right, well, good thing the game's, it's a long DLC, right? You know, it'll still take us a couple of weeks to get
He's
through it.
joking,
It's
right?
just- It's so easy. I don't know why they made it so you know, simplified. But hey, whatever. Ready for, you know, whatever they want, right? Okay. So,
He wasn't joking?
I'm excited for that, but before we get to Elden Ring today, we have many things to do. All right?
Oh my
I wanna
God,
give
dude.
you my
This part,
summarized
clip
opinion
this part of
slash
him
review
saying
of
that
Still Wakes the Deep, the horror game
and
that
put
I
it
played
over
on Tuesday
him
and Wednesday. I
raging,
wanna talk a little
saying
bit
the
about my
game
day
isn't
off. I wanna
fair,
talk about gaming
saying
news,
it's
which there's
bullshit,
actually a lot
saying he
to it.
hates
Like, a
this,
lot is
the
happening
controls
right
are
now in
still
the
sloppy.
games, and a YouTube update that will directly
It's
affect
coming.
this channel in a big
It's a
way.
100% guarantee.
Yes,
It's not
I have
a-
some interesting news
It's not
for everyone
an assumption.
regarding
It's
the
literally
fake
what's gonna happen.
memberships. YouTube is finally acknowledging them and taking action.
Oh my God.
So, we got a lot
no,
to discuss
the memberships.
today on the show. I believe
He's
we
gonna
should
start
begin.
begging for memberships
Okay.
again. Oh
So-
no.
I'm excited for today, but
He's excited for the money, the dollar signs. He's like, I know I'm gonna make at least like 400 bucks today because of OIC. It's gonna be a great day.
If you didn't see the playthrough, I want to give you a brief summarization and/or.
I still can't believe you said that. If you thought Melania was easy, then you're not gonna have issues. It took him 2 fucking hours with a magic build.
If you're not getting Game Pass, all right, and you're thinking of buying the game, be aware that even if you do everything in the game, it's still around 5 hours long. There is no notable side content. There's really not much to do off the beaten path. It's a very linear game. I'm not saying that it's not challenging or scary. It's just there's nothing to. There's no logs to find. You're not going to be sitting there looking for supplementary story and stuff like that. Basically, it's just a situation where it's just a main game and that's it. All right, but it's a good streamlined 5-hour adventure. Scary one. So whether you want to pay for it is up to you. I mean, I'll be honest, for a 5-hour game, I probably would recommend just getting Game Pass for the month, playing it, and then canceling Game Pass rather than
listen to this fucking dumbass. What the fuck, man?
Never gonna play through it again.
Yeah, just buy it and then cancel it. What? You're still gonna basically give Microsoft like 15 bucks, and you're never gonna get to keep the game.
And it's just amazing. I guess it's because
and it's a Game Pass. It's more than one game. Dude.
I would
what
argue
the fuck,
it's on
man?
par with any AAA Studios graphics. You know, like Resident Evil 8 on their RE engine, and then this kind of looks similar. Like, wow.
Wait, what is the RE engine, Phil? What does that stand for again?
Now, if you're interested, all right, and more, please listen. If you don't
the
want
Resident
any
Evil engine,
spoilers
Phil?
or anything like this, I strongly recommend you skip to the next part of the podcast. Typically within 24 hours, we have timestamps in the description of the podcast, so you can just skip right ahead to the next segment. Okay, but I need to talk
just skip
about
ahead because my podcast sucks and I know it.
Properly give you my opinion. All right. So the Still Wakes the Deep is about a group of Scottish oil rig workers. They're digging in the middle of the ocean. They're isolated from, you know, the mainland. The only way on and off this boat are.
It's weird that the first thing
like
he says is their like nationality.
And
right?
Basically, you play the role of a guy called Taz, who apparently is always in trouble in his life. Like apparently back on the mainland, he got into
just
big
like you,
trouble,
Phil. For
and,
real, for real.
You know, with bar fights and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, he's a
looking
badass.
for him, which
just
is
like you,
the
Phil.
reason why he took this offshore rig job to begin with. Here on the rig, people kind of suspect that he's always up to no good. So it starts off with basically you just kind of walking around the rig, talking to all the different people, getting a feel for who they all are. Eventually you talk to your boss, who says, hey, the cop showed up today asking for you. I don't know why, but I can't take any kind of trouble on this rig. You're fired. I want you off the rig right now. So of course you're upset. You just lost your job. You go up to the helicopter pad, which apparently was waiting for you, and you immediately get tossed off the rig as the rig buckles. You hit the water, which is remarkable because you're like...
So you're just spoiling the whole game?
The water, wouldn't you die? Well, not in this game. In this game, you survive, and then weird...
He's literally just spoiling the whole game.
You wake up in a sick bay, but then all of a sudden...
Does he realize what he's doing right now?
As you start investigating what's going on...
The game just came out, and he's literally just, like, fucking summarizing the whole fucking thing.
I don't want to fully spoil what goes on in the game, but essentially...
But dude, you just did.
It's really weird.
But you just spoiled like the first fucking like hour and a half probably of the game.
Scientific? Is it aliens? Is it monsters and demons from hell?
What?
I couldn't answer that. All right, what I can tell you is
what?
This
You
game
couldn't
is
answer
very
that?
Heavy on the body horror. Have you ever seen the movies of the 1980s where practical effects, bodies were mutating, ripping
I don't like
apart,
that guy at
guts
all.
were flying everywhere? That's pretty much what this game is, which is weird because I was actually under the impression it was going to be more supernatural.
Supernatural.
And it's really more like just really gory.
Really gory.
So okay with a lot of excessive gore.
It's too much gore.
Especially if you're a fan of a movie
it's
like
too much gore.
In the 1980s, it's very similar to something like that. But if you are trying to play this game, you're
can't outrun that.
constantly because there's some really gross stuff in the game in regards to that. So, 5 hours. What you're doing is you're going throughout this oil rig, essentially trying to figure out what's going on and saving the rig from basically.
He literally just said he wouldn't spoil it.
By whatever they hit. So you gotta go flood the pontoons, and you gotta kind of like the generator, and you've got to do this and that, and all the while.
He literally just said he wouldn't spoil it. He's spoiling it.
God. Seeking you out, trying to kill you.
Thank God I don't care about the game, because I'd be mad as fuck.
certain if they're intentionally doing it.
If I was like a
Alright?
DSP fan
While
and I'd
you're
wanted to
also
play
on
this game and
rig,
he
you
was
start
doing
to
this
have
right now,
these
I'd be like,
weird flashes,
I don't like this
the
guy anymore.
conversations you had with your wife and family back on the mainland.
This guy
You
should
get
shut the fuck
backstory
up.
of why you're there, which is really wild because
Really
like, why are you
wild?
having these things? Is it memories? Are you actually having hallucinations? Because later on, you start getting phone calls from your wife.
What?
Now,
Stop!
obviously, she's not really
Stop! What are
following
you
the oil
doing,
rig.
Phil?
So what's
Just
causing
move on.
something
Just
in whatever
you literally
they
just ruined the whole
drill
fucking
that
thing. The
somehow
whole
has
thing
a
is done
psychic
now.
connection
Doesn't
to
matter.
the people on the rig. It's very odd.
It's done. Doesn't matter what he
Within
says
5
at this
hours,
point.
There's a lot of gore. There's a lot of chase scenes. There's a lot of scenes. This is not a game where you can fight. This is one of those survival horror games, first person the entire way, and you have to sneak around to survive. There's no, oh, I have a gun or a weapon I can defend myself. Nothing like that. Okay? So basically, after a very elongated period of trying to save the rig, at the end of the game, there's a pretty dark turn, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, just what's the ending,
At the
Phil? Just say
very
it.
end,
Just say it.
Alright? You basically decide to do something dire. And then the game kind of ends, although there's one
What is he
additional scene.
doing, man?
And the thing
I
that
can't
gets me about
actually
it is
believe
I
he's
like the
doing this.
graphics of the game. I think they're photorealistic. The creepiness, the sneaking, the suspense building is great. You're in a
Photorealistic.
hiding behind something, and one of these mutated creatures is coming by you.
Mutated
Oh my god.
creatures.
You'll feel tingles on your spine. Your hairs will raise.
Oh.
It's really cool.
Oh.
It's well done. I would compare this. One of the comparisons
His
we actually
pig hair is
made
just-
during the playthrough was Alien Isolation, when the xenomorph was hunting you down, or one of the right? It kind of has that similar vibe of you have to run and hide and get away, and it's really fun. You know, throwing an item, distracting the enemy, get over there. And by the way, darkness. Oh my god, There's a lot
The
of darkness in
darkness?
this game. You
The
always have
darkness?
a lantern.
Oh my
but
god,
half
there's
the
so much
time,
darkness.
You know, you think you need it off. Come to find out, they don't tell you until the end of the game the enemies are blind. I'm serious. Like, they tell you at the end
Oh
of
my
the
god, Phil.
oh, they were blind all along.
Thank
could
you.
have left
Thank
your-
you
your-
for
your,
literally
you know,
spoiling
headlamp
the
on whole
fucking
time. I was
game.
like, you son of a bitch. There's a lot
Literally,
of times
man.
I was going through dark rooms
Oh
with
my
the light
god,
off,
egregious.
and you wouldn't find me, and I didn't
He
realize
just
I was
doesn't
blind.
give a shit.
Anyway,
Holy fuck, man.
There's a lot
Literally
of good stuff,
doesn't
big
give two
atmosphere,
fucks.
Good music.
Wow.
But for me, the one big glaring,
Insane.
annoying, really pissed me off negative. Still Wakes the Deep takes the cop out of what a lot of modern horror and video games have been doing in movies and TV. And everything.
Multiverse?
There's no ending. The ending is open-ended. It's not clear what happens. All right. I don't want to spoil the big critical
You
thing that
did.
happens at
Shut
the
the
end.
fuck
But you're
up,
left
man.
wondering, did this happen or did
Oh,
this
he
happen?
just
I wonder what the
spoiled A to
repercussions
Z
of
the
this is.
whole
What
game
is this
that
final
just
scene?
came
Is
out
this really
like
happening?
3
Is
days
this the
ago.
character's head? What does this mean? And you just sit there scratching your head. And
Literally
it ends.
right now.
And you're
Like,
like, the credits roll. You're like, what?
you just
Why?
explained the
I spent
whole
5
thing.
hours
I know
on this
exactly what the
game.
game
Can't I
is
at
now,
least get a
based
little
on
bit
what
of
he
an
said.
explanation
Literally
of what's going
everything
on?
about it.
Right? Like,
The only thing I don't know
you
is what it looks
deserve
like.
it, apparently.
That's it.
And that drives me nuts, you know? Again, when you invest
Because I didn't see it
money
with
and
my own
time
eyes,
into
but
something,
he explained literally
um,
every fucking facet of the fucking
you want
game.
answers. And you don't really get said answers
Yeah.
in this game.
Man, I would be
just
pissed.
like,
If I'd be
like I said,
playing
a lot of
this
horror
and,
movies today
like I
do
was
this.
just saying,
They
if I was
will-
a fan of
they'll
Phil and I was
try to
watching
dump a
this,
lot of plot exposition at the end,
and
but then
I was
there's a ton of
like
unanswered
looking
questions
forward to
and they
playing
don't
that
care.
game,
They
I'd
just
be
never
fucking
revisit
mad,
it
man.
unless there's a sequel.
I'd either like have
right?
to
And you're
turn
like,
off
"Oh,
Phil
come
or
on."
tell him to shut the fuck
So,
up, but he's not
and-
gonna listen
exactly.
to you.
Fed Rogers
He's
says,
gonna be
"Oh,
like,
you have
well,
to
you're in
watch
my
someone's
stream,
3-hour
so
video
you should
essay on
leave.
YouTube to explain the ending." Maybe, but even then, no one's gonna definitively know what happened because the game doesn't tell you. So if you're okay with that, I
Jesus
actually highly recommend Still Wakes the Deep. It's a great, suspenseful, scary.
Recommend
gory
what? You
horror
just
game.
spoiled literally
But
the whole
if you're
thing.
someone who absolutely desires an ending to something, you're gonna be very disappointed. It's just gonna annoy the shit out of you. Okay?
It's gonna annoy the shit out of you. Not as much as fucking spoiling the entire
So,
fucking thing.
That's my thoughts on it. Check it
Thoughts.
out. Playthrough is
That's his
complete here on the
thoughts?
channel. We had some issue with the thumbnails.
Doesn't sound like thoughts. It
For
sounds
some
more like
reason,
a fucking
so we-
summary,
my,
man.
my editors uploaded the thumbnails.
Yeah.
And I guess they kind of went out of order for some reason. I'm not sure what
It's
happened.
Phil. Phil
So
doesn't
then
get
they
shit.
Fixed them, but now like one of them won't save. Like I kept checking this morning, and part 6,
Part 6.
I still don't think has a thumbnail.
That's
for some odd
Snaggletooth.
reason. But I know for a
6.
fact there's a part 6 thumbnail because it was on part 5 yesterday. So I have no idea what's going on with the thumbnails. It's not a big deal. YouTube launched this new
It's not a big
feature,
deal, and why the fuck are you talking about it?
for everyone. It's now open for everyone. The triple thumbnail feature. What does that mean? It means when you upload a video, you can now
Have
assign
3 different
three
thumbnails.
different thumbnails to any given video. and YouTube will alternate between those thumbnails automatically. Like, you may watch a video now and have one thumbnail. If you go back later today, you'll see a different thumbnail. And what YouTube does is it takes in data. Like, when you saw the thumbnail, did you click the video? Did you watch? How long did you watch?
Man, that's going to be a lot more work for Derek to do.
Whichever
I have to do
thumbnail was
3
the best
thumbnails per
performing
video.
Thumbnail, it'll then
Especially for his
assign that as
DSP
the main
Reacts
thumbnail
videos.
moving forward. It's an interesting premise if you trust YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you trust YouTube?
I literally
mean,
seen
every
it
single time
like
YouTube launches something new,
when I posted my
something
first
goes
video. I
horribly
think it was
wrong
over a month
because they
ago
don't
now.
test anything.
My
So
first
I'm
like
really not
live
confident
video. It was right there.
This system will actually
So
work
I don't know what the fuck
in
he's
any
talking
given
about.
capacity. Maybe that's why Part 6 thumbnail doesn't even show up. I don't know. Okay?
That's not a knee slapper.
So,
Phil.
well, I guess we'll see what happens. I spoke to my editors, and
His
basically,
editors?
listen, I'm a little time guy. I'm not a big time dude. I don't think that having 3 different
Oh
thumbnails on
my
videos is going to
fucking
help my
god!
viewership.
Imagine
I'll be
having
honest
over
with you. Maybe if I was
200,000
someone
subs and
bringing
being
in tens
like,
of thousands
I'm a
of
small
views more
time
on
guy.
each video I uploaded, it would be a big
I'm
deal.
just a small
For me,
guy.
I'm so
I'm just a
small
tiny
time, I don't
YouTuber.
think it's going to matter.
I'm just a
What do
tiny
I bring?
YouTuber
Who
with
actually viewers with a
200,000
catchy
fucking
thumbnail?
subs.
It's stupid, right? So
I
don't
mean,
think
most
we're
of
gonna be sitting
them
here
fucking just laugh at him,
editing
but still.
3 different thumbnails per video moving forward. We'll probably just have the one, but it's a nice feature to have for those who are interested
That's
in it.
putting it
should
fucking
be
lightly,
live for
Batman.
everyone as of now.
The dude is straight regarded.
Okay, so
So,
that's what we did on the first stream on Wednesday. Had a little extra time, so I did a 30-minute Q&A session with the viewers. You can check that out here on the channel as well. And then Wednesday night,
why?
Zangief
Why would I check that
and
out?
Street Fighter 6. The first hour, I wanted to warm up again. I go to casual play, and literally what has happened in this game is my stupid-ass, dumb fuck, life-wasting, loser, mouth-drooling,
Oh my
brainless,
god!
dickless, ballless, soulless, mindless idiots of trolls have decided to stalk me every time that I play this game in casual play. So, whenever I boot it up now, it's the same fucking people now changing their names
How
around
fucking
to pretend like it's
stupid
not them.
can
But
you
when they're using
fucking
names like
be?
Porterhouse and T-Bone to jump on a steak meme from last week, yes, they actually think there is a steak
How
meme
fucking
worth actually
nuts
repeating. They're that
does he
stupid.
have
I
to
mean, I don't know
be
what
to
else say.
think
You have
his
to be a
trolls
fucking moron to think that's
are
funny.
stalking him somehow
So they're doing
in
this now,
a
and basically what they're doing is they're flooding the
fighting
casual
game,
play with cameos,
casual,
or basically being really annoying. Like
where there's
one guy,
literally millions
I was
of
about to beat him,
potential
and he
players.
actually pulled the plug. And I'm like, it's casual play. Why would you ever pull the plug?
Listen
At
to
the very
him.
least, finish the match and then don't rematch.
Who cares if
Why
one
would you
dude
pull
pulled
the
the plug?
plug?
Yeah, that's one dude.
So, basically, the whole first hour was kind of a waste of my time. It really was. Like, I don't feel like I learned anything.
Oh
'cause
my
it was just
god, it was a waste of his
assholes
time.
abusing the fucking netcoding system.
How?
And trolling and being stupid. Okay? So after the first hour, I said, guys, for the second
We're in the
half
walls.
of the stream, I'm just going to go to rank. That way, at least it ensures we're going to face a
We're
variety
under
of opponents and a variety
the
of
bed
characters.
sheets.
It won't be the same 2 fucking characters all night. So we did that.
So
And
we did that.
Let me tell you, it just went way better.
Did
in
it?
rank, okay?
Did it?
Even though, you know, you're fighting different opponents.
Look
it
at
was
him.
a good variety
He's
of
thinking up
fights.
of a
It
lie.
wasn't
He's
just
like,
the same
what am
characters
I
over
gonna
and over,
say?
Thankfully.
Look, he's
had
lying.
some really
He's
close
making up
matches
something
against some
right now.
pretty decent players.
Coping.
And
You see the
overall,
cope in
I had a
real
great
time.
And I learned. I was learning stuff, which is the whole point of playing. If you're playing and you're learning, it doesn't
Man,
matter
the
if you win or
swing.
lose. But I am. I'm
The
getting
corner
better with
demons.
Zangief for sure.
What's
all about
there, Phil?
Muscle memory,
What's
knowing what to do in each
there?
situation. I'm starting to learn.
Why do you keep
situational
looking
stuff
off to the
now,
side
which
like
is
there's
great. That's what
something
I need to
fucking
start
right
doing, is
there?
learning situational things against
Like a
each
giant
character.
fucking demon just staring you down.
And so, the more I play, the better I'll get. And by the end of the night, I had won more ranked matches than I had lost. I think it was like 15 to 12 or something like that. So it was a positive win-loss ratio in rank.
God.
And I gained ranking points. So that's good that I ended up with more points than I had
Oh
lost
my
that
god,
night.
do you not
It's
understand how
always
that
great. I'm
fucking
moving in
works?
the right direction. Much like the same thing I did with
my
E-Honda.
God.
It's kind of the same situation here with Zangief. So, I actually had a great time, and I'm feeling
But
like
that's the
when we
thing,
play
like,
again,
when
I
he
should use
looks
Zangief
down,
again. The only
that's his
problem
chat.
is, because of Elden Ring now being out, there's no
And his
Friday night
TV
fights
is off to
I'm
the
playing
side,
Street
but
Fighter
it's
6
low,
way less this
right?
So
He's literally
I'm only
stares
doing
like
one
this,
session of Street
like-
Fighter 6 this week before the M Bison
like
release.
eye
So it's
level,
gonna be Monday night,
or
and it's gonna
even
be Zangief,
higher,
and then that's it. Then
off
M
to the
Bison's out
side
Wednesday, and I'm
completely.
playing him all
Like there's
day.
something
And after that,
there,
we're
but I
probably
think
gonna be
that's just his
focusing on Bison for a
brain.
bit if I
Like
the
his
character.
eyes do
So,
that when he's thinking up of
it is
something
what
or
it is.
coping.
You know, it's
He's like he's lying or coping.
oh well,
his
I
eyes just
put in my
shift
time. I tried as
constantly.
much as I could to play with each character rebalanced since the patch came out last month.
Oh.
I didn't even get to Blanca.
Greasy.
I just didn't have time. I don't play the game enough to really have time to go through 5 mains at this point.
Oh my
So
God.
I'm starting to really debate whether or not I want to have 5 mains or if we're going to just drop them and focus on maybe 2 to 3 characters tops. I'm very curious to see how.
He actually thinks he's gonna get better.
I'm gonna like him or not. We'll have to see.
Which is pretty
so
funny.
Anyway, so there was a great streaming day on Wednesday. I had a great time. Good final day of the week.
Great time.
I was off yesterday, so now it's time to talk about my day off. This will not be a long segment because, quite frankly, I just didn't do a heck of a lot.
You never
I
do
went out and I did
anything.
my errands, which I usually do, and it was very hot, so I was trying to get them done as soon as possible without being, overheated in the sun.
Yeah, cat overheats. The horse overheats.
I came
Very
home.
quickly. It's got a lot of blubber.
Spent time with my wife. We watched a ton of BattleBots. We really like this BattleBots Fight Night show. We're now in the 2nd season that's available on Max. I think it's like 2019 season. We just really enjoy the show. The bots are fun to see beat up, and the
Oh my
commentators are
God.
good and everything. Like, it's a good show.
Wow.
So we just relaxed. We had some fun.
That's
we had a couple drinks.
that's Burnell level
Nothing
love
too
right
special.
there.
Just kind of spending time
You're
together,
sitting
which is
back,
needed.
watching
It's nice
BattleBots?
to unwind and just have a relaxing day. In the meantime, some people got to play the Elden Ring DLC early if they had it on PC, which is weird to me. It released at 3 p.m. on PC. It didn't release until 9 p.m. on PlayStation 5. So even if I had been streaming yesterday, I still wouldn't have played the Elden Ring DLC because it didn't come out till 9 p.m. my time. I don't know why it released so early on PC. I rarely do you see that, right? That PC
One more
gets
smithing
it,
song.
like, way earlier. I don't know. But it is what it is. Of course, people were talking about it all over the internet, and I had to dodge all the spoilers, which I did. I managed to avoid all of the spoilers about the game. I really don't know what to expect going in. Besides, it's
Every
very
stream
easy,
moving
where it's
forward,
like
he's
the
going to talk
easiest
about
thing
Elden
to
Ring,
figure
and he's
out,
going to
super
spoil the
simple.
shit out of it.
Every enemy, it's kind
So
of a
I'm
pushover.
probably not
So
going
you just,
to be
glide
tuning in
right
for the
through,
next
you're on
week
ice
for
skates,
Phil.
like Iceman on his ice platform. You go wee. You just skim right through the DLC, having a good time. It's like a walking tour rather than anything too challenging.
Does he not get the joke?
Dangerous. So that's good.
It's
I'm
insanely
excited for that.
hard, dude.
I hope
It's
that
not
you guys
insanely
enjoy
easy.
before
Don't you
today.
get the joke?
But outside of that, that's
Don't
about
you get
it.
the fucking... Oh, man. He's going to fucking suffer.
I purposely just kind of stayed away.
He's
I
gonna
did get a bunch
suffer
of
so
game news
bad.
for
It's
today, which we're
hilarious.
about to talk about,
It's fucking hilarious.
but I definitely avoided any kind of major spoilers at all. So that's a good thing, right?
Right? That's a good thing, right? Right?
So,
Confirmation,
outside
please?
of that,
Right?
nothing much else to talk about on my day off yesterday. Let's talk about the schedule for the week, then we'll get into the game news portion of the show. So, schedule for the week. Today, it is Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree, literally all day long. All first stream, all second stream, all Erd Tree, all the time. All in. I don't know, it's too many alls. Yeah, all day.
Right.
And I don't always do that, but essentially, I felt like
Moog
because
is,
this the biggest release of the year for me. It really is so far.
Moog is
I
still
wanted
the
to put
asshole
in
you need to
time.
kill.
Friday Night Fights can wait. We've been doing a lot of Street
but-
Fighter. It's all good. So all day
Yeah,
long.
you I
Now,
think you need the
any
DLC
of
to
you
go
who
in.
played yesterday are way ahead of me already. So I'm in no rush here. I'm going to be playing this as the major stream all week long. Next week, there's going to be a balance between this and some Street Fighter stuff.
Hard skip. It's going to be a lot of
I
hard
want to get in
skipping.
as much as I can before then,
Lots and lots
before
of hard
Bison
skipping.
releases on Wednesday of next week. By the way, I guess I didn't update the schedule. People are trying to update the schedule for some reason. Even though I literally just said it's Elden Ring all day, people are trying to use the schedule command and it's outdated. So hold on, I guess I have to pick Friday, June 21st.
This is how
Elden
stupid
Ring
the
DLC
dents are.
all day
He's
long.
there telling them one
There
thing,
you go.
but because
I put a
there's
timer
something different, like,
There you go.
on the screen, they're like, what? Phil, I don't get it.
Okay. So today, Elden Ring all day long. First stream now. Second stream tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
Skip.
We're gonna get around 5 or more hours
Skip.
of Elden Ring in.
Yeah, lots of
Tomorrow,
skipping.
Elden
5.5
Ring on the
hours of
first
hard
stream.
skipping.
And tomorrow night, Stardew Valley chill. And you know what?
Stardew
After
Valley
having
chill.
played it 5+ hours today and 3 more hours tomorrow, I think I'm gonna need the chill. I'll probably be like, yes, I get to sit back and relax now for a
Oh
couple
my
of hours with my
God.
audience, rather than, play this insanely easy cakewalk of a DLC. So.
Oh my god.
It'll be perfect. All right. Sunday is React Day. Okay, Sunday.
All of these clips he
reacting all
has,
day
every
long
single one of them
with the,
should be clipped.
TSP Internet Clip
and
react
just like mashed
first stream,
into
and
every
then on the
time
late
he
stream,
rages the
retro
fuck out,
react,
because it's
finishing
not
up
a
Rise
good
of
one. He's gonna
Nightmares
suffer.
over on DSP Throwback.
He's gonna
And
suffer
once we
bad.
finish reacting to Rise of
It's gonna be
Nightmares,
hilarious.
we're gonna have
And he's
extra
gonna
time,
eat his
we only got
words
an hour left. So then we're gonna swap over
via
and we're gonna continue
spoon.
with the Dark Souls React that we were doing months ago. Makes sense to continue it now, considering that Elden Ring will be the hypest thing. We'll be reacting to an old Ubisoft game while playing a modern Ubisoft game, right? Very nice. So
Very nice.
Monday,
I'm so smart.
more Elden Ring DLC, and then
Skip.
Monday night is going to be Street Fighter 6 Zangief.
That I might
Tuesday,
watch.
More Elden Ring DLC,
Skip.
and Tuesday night we'll do more Stardew Valley.
Skip
and then
as well.
Wednesday is the release of M. Bison in Street Fighter 6. So much like we did with Akuma, I'm going to be purchasing the character, and we'll use him all day long.
Consume.
We're going to see what's up with M. Bison on launch day. Hopefully I can learn him fast, and maybe I can take him into rank.
He loves it
and even
every
get
single day,
mastered.
man.
Because with-
Every
with
single
Akuma,
stream.
what I really
He has
felt
to
happened-
mention his schedule somehow.
I had the
At
momentum.
some point.
I had him on the way to master, but then when I started playing the rank, I had all that input delay. This was before I fixed my graphical issues and got the new capture device and everything. So because of that, I felt like I was playing underwater, and I just couldn't get him past 5-star diamond. It was just every match was like sluggish, and I couldn't do shit. Now I'm gonna have the better setup, hopefully with Bison. Maybe I can even get Bison as a day 1 master, which would be really, really cool. Hopefully I do well, but I don't know how he plays. I literally have not seen Bison gameplay at all. I haven't paid any attention. So I'm gonna be going in cold into this on Wednesday, and we'll see, you know, how that goes. Now, next week.
Oh my god. If he
we will
gets
balance
his
Elden Ring with
day
other
one
things.
master,
It's not
you
just
know
gonna be
how much
nonstop Elden
bullshit.
Ring forever.
Like
but
he's gonna pat himself on the back till
obviously,
till his
I
last
wanted to
breath.
play
He's like,
a lot of
I
Elden
got
Ring this
master
launch
on the
before hype is
first
big.
day the
Everyone wants to
character
see as much
came
of it
out.
as
I'm the
possible early
best in
on.
the world.
Next week
Just
it'll
watch.
basically be Elden Ring on day stream.
Just watch.
And balance it with different stuff at night. Some nights it'll be Street Fighter, some nights it'll be Stardew. We
I hope he
may
does
every
rank
once in
and
a
he's
while
like
alternate and split it
put
up
in
with, like, a
fucking
day of
bronze or
Fallout, just
fucking
for
silver or
variety.
something.
We'll see how I want to do with that. I'm not sure. But Elden Ring will essentially be the major focus, with Street Fighter 6 squeezed in there with Bison
Squeezed
every
in,
once in a while.
squeeze in like a
Okay?
fucking soft one, Phil.
Now, a few odds and ends. People said, when's the next time I'm going to do some content with Brian, top tier rated over on Twitch? Well, I'm already busy with Elden Ring right now. And I wanna do
He's not
Bison
admitting
now.
it.
When I talk to Brian, like, what we'll probably do is wait a little bit after Bison's out.
What?
Days, and see who wants to put the lobby where we can both try Bison against each other with other characters, etc. So we'll talk about that when we get to it. That's over a week away at least, so I'm not really too.
Brian doesn't want to
try
talk to him
schedule that
anymore.
yet, but there will be
Brian
probably
doesn't want to be his
something
friend,
going
man.
on
He knows you're a
there.
goddamn fucking moron.
Outside of that, we have been talking about
What the fuck is he talking
possibility of
about?
another special marathon event.
Is he
Like,
is
people
he
are
making
eager to have
up
a
stuff
marathon,
like
party style?
does he think we're that
event
fucking
coming up,
stupid?
which I'd be happy to do. We're
Does
talking
he
about different
actually
ideas.
think
Maybe something like a
everybody's
summer
retarded?
bash style party where we do a variety of things. Perhaps I could try out that.
Brian
new
has said his
Nintendo World
piece,
Championships
my
game
dude.
Coming out and do some challenge runs in that.
He said
Maybe
what
do
he
some
thinks
random
about you.
online play in various
He said
games,
you need to fucking
have some
drop
booze, have
Derek,
some
your
food, you know,
editors,
party style
which is
atmosphere, nothing
Derek.
too serious where we have to absolutely get through a certain amount of games or anything.
And
in a
you
short period of
refuse to.
time.
So
You know, we haven't done a tier maker in ages.
what is he
Maybe we could
fucking
think of,
coping
like,
about,
a
man?
summertime tier maker that we could do that's themed, and we could do something like that.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
he fucking watched it for sure, man. This dude's a
So let's
goddamn
continue to think
baboon.
about that. We won't get too heavy into it today because I got a lot of news to cover, and I know you guys want to get to Elden Ring. But let's keep brainstorming that and figure out when would the best time to be to do that.
Why don't you
Maybe
do
late
that,
July,
dude? That's
maybe early
your
August, I'm not
fucking
sure.
show. It's
Also,
your
keep in mind,
bullshit.
The Great Migration is coming.
Oh my god.
What is that?
The Great
Well,
Migration.
is the fact that I'm going to migrate from my 10-year-old aged PC.
The Great
to my wife's
Migration.
PC over the course
In
of the summer.
reference to getting
This
a new
will
computer.
Hopefully increase my abilities to
Oh
do things
my
on that PC,
fucking
including
God.
being able to use a Stream Deck device, which I've had sitting around for several years.
Oh,
Nobody
Phil
buys
with a
it,
Stream
but it
Deck,
doesn't
can you
work with Windows
imagine?
8, which is what I have on that
Just
PC.
Benny Hill songs on
having
repeat.
The capability to possibly go higher quality. Maybe I can do 1440p on demand streams.
Just
Right now, you're
non-stop.
watching
That's
the stream
all
at 1440p,
his soundboard
but it's
is
actually
just
an
different
upscaled
versions of
1080p.
the Benny
I
Hill
might
song.
actually be able to broadcast at full 1440p.
All edited by Slayer.
So that would be pretty.
So they've got like a
You know, basically,
Singaporean-
there'll be some great things in addition to what I'm
Well,
already
yeah.
doing. So I'm happy for that. And me,
Singaporean flair
be able
to
do
them.
it, sooner rather than later, but I don't
Oh
know, 'cause
my
it really
God.
depends on how long it takes for Elden Ring to finish. I want to get the Elden Ring DLC done before I start doing hardware upgrades, and if something goes wrong, then I can't finish something. You know what I'm saying? So I figure Let's do
No,
Elden
I
Ring.
don't know what you're saying.
Let's do this Bison content in Street Fighter 6. Let's get to a point.
That's the problem,
where
Phil.
Maybe we're ready to start new content. And you know, there's been a lot of discussion about what that would be. Would it be System Shock remake? Would it be me going back to a game that I had already started and resuming it? Would it be this new version of Riven that's coming out? I don't know if you were aware, but there's a new remake of Riven coming out.
Riven?
That maybe would run on my mini
The
PC,
fuck is
but I'm not
Riven?
sure. I don't know. There's all these options, right? So.
The fuck is Riven? The
let's
hell is
all,
Riven, dude? The fuck
talk
is
about
that?
this
I've never heard of
over
that
the next
before.
month. We can
The
talk
fuck
about
kind
all
of
these
game is
events and things
Riven?
coming up and start to plan them out. But I know today everyone just wants to talk about this DLC. So
No,
that's
just
what
shut
we're
up.
about. Okay.
Just, how about you just shut up?
Alright.
I'd rather you shut up.
Without further ado, because we have shout-outs to do and everything today, people going crazy, which I appreciate.
People going crazy, which I
think we want to
appreciate.
Start with the game news. Let's get the news out of the way. We have a lot of game news to discuss today, guys.
Game news. Are you
So
ready?
let's get right to DSP news.
Oh no. No stupid intro?
Here we go. We're off.
Wow, no stupid
First
intro.
Of all, humongous update. YouTube is going to cancel all premium subscriptions bought using a spoofed location. The platform is cracking down on subscriptions where the sign-up country doesn't match user location. I'm going to read this word for word.
He's so happy.
If you use
Look
the
at him.
VPN
Hear
to
him.
purchase a YouTube premium subscription in a country where it's cheaper, your subscription is on the chopping block. Over the past few days, several people who used the trick reported their subscriptions are all canceled. The workaround involves using a VPN to change your location to a country where YouTube Premium is offered at a lower price. For example, YouTube Premium costs $13.99 a month in the US for ad-free access to videos, YouTube Music, and offline downloads, but just $1.05 per month in Argentina.
Oh,
Sound
that face.
familiar?
Look at his face.
But now it looks like YouTube is cracking down on subscribers who don't actually live in said countries. In a statement to The Verge, YouTube spokesperson Paul Pennington says the company has systems in
Reading
place
off
to
his
determine
fucking
the true
phone.
location of a user. In instances where the sign-up country does not match where the user is accessing YouTube, we're asking members to update their billing information to their current country of residence. He doesn't actually say if they started automatically canceling subscriptions, though. So, this is in regards to YouTube Premium, meaning when you pay $14 a month to remove all ads from YouTube, to be able to get YouTube Music, to be able to download videos and watch them offline. I actually have that, okay? I have that right now, and that's how I
Look at the shilling that's happening right now.
stuff like that.
Listen to
By
this
the way,
shilling.
Premium, I strongly recommend it. It's
This
very,
shilling
very,
is
very useful.
fucking insane.
It helps out content creators who watch anything
Yeah, no, he definitely
on
failed.
the channel. Premium, essentially,
Imagine if he goes from
creator a
like
little bit of
2,000
money for
subs because
content.
of the
They get
Argentina
credit
stuff
as if
to
you're
like
watching all the ads on the channel.
250.
So it's nice, okay? It helps out
He'd
everyone.
be so mad.
Anyway,
He'd be so fucking mad.
so
Well,
YouTube
actually,
is
OIC might have been
finally
doing this for a
acknowledging
while
the
with all those
fact
member
that
bombs.
People are using VPNs to buy these things at a discount. So just think of it this way: it's $14 for YouTube Premium, and they're getting it for $1 because they're buying it through Argentina.
They're getting it from
So again,
$1.
my memberships here on this channel are $3.99.
Why pay
Do you see the
$4
discount
for
that they're
Phil?
receiving? They're
To do
receiving an
what?
insane discount. So they're probably paying what, like
An
20
insane
cents, not even,
discount.
for the
A
the membership?
discount.
So that's why
Your product isn't
these
worth
people
$4,
doing
my dude.
Gifted member bombs of 50 memberships, and they're paying like $2.
Do you not understand
You know,
that
it's
your
insane.
like
So,
your
YouTube
detractors
has
and
acknowledged
your
the problem when it
fucking
comes to YouTube
supporters
Premium.
were doing
If
this?
they're already
He's about to
acknowledging the problem
lose
with
a
YouTube
shit
Premium,
ton of
it
subscribers.
definitely
A
means
shit
that
ton.
they've caught on, and they're basically going to start doing the same thing.
This
with
is gonna
memberships.
fuck them up. Like
So I'm just going to
it's gonna
forewarn anyone.
bump
if
them
you
right in
got
the
a
ass.
gifted membership from one of these essentially bogus member bombs, you know, you're going to probably end up losing it now.
Oh my god,
All
Phil.
right? And listen,
Famous last words.
that's fine, because I hate to say it, what happens is it just kind of, it lessens the value of being a member of the channel if everyone just gets it.
What? No, it
Like the
doesn't.
fact that some people get access to the emotes.
Oh my
the fact that
god.
you don't have to watch
The bigger
ads
the
on
community
channel,
is,
you know,
the less people
that's important
feel
stuff. That's
that
why
I give them
also-
attention, individual
It's not that
attention.
everyone just
So,
gets it by default because
you know,
YouTube is stupid and doesn't acknowledge
give
this
me
problem.
money, but
The
fuck off.
thing is, we've been telling YouTube for years about
We-
this problem. YouTube's been aware of it.
We've been
Only
telling
now
YouTube
are
for
people
years.
starting to do it with the YouTube
Who's we?
Premium, that YouTube is actually losing a ton of money, and now they realize, oh shit, and now they're trying to fix it. So,
guarantee you Phil has never emailed anybody at YouTube
So,
about
anyway,
this. Ever. 0.
yeah, I definitely strongly recommend that you get YouTube Premium, first of all.
Stop
It helps
shilling.
everyone.
Shut the
two,
fuck up with your shilling.
If you it's
Shut the
only
fuck
a
up and eat it.
matter of time before these fake gifted memberships goes away. I don't know how long. They're already saying they're doing it YouTube Premium. You figure out the next rollout will probably be these fake memberships on the channels.
Oh my God.
I'll keep an eye on it and try to figure out if and when it happens. Because some people are already in the chat, no lie. They're saying, oh, does this mean you're going to start tracking member goals again? No. Because right now, it's
Bullshit.
not rolled
X,
out. We don't even know.
X,
You know how slow YouTube
X,
is, right?
X.
Like, 3-4 years ago, they said they were going to make changes to stuff that now they're just getting around to. So, we have no clue if and when they're actually going to get to doing this. I would hope it's sooner. But who knows, right? I just... I don't know. Anyway,
That's very funny.
This is good news. At least they've acknowledged the problem outright. Even said outright Argentina. Like, they outright know this is the problem, that it's people spoofing Argentina at this point. Okay? Okay. Continuing on. The 1994 live-action Street Fighter movie, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia, may have upset critics and fans alike when it came out, and pretty much had nothing to do with the video game, but it actually was not as much of a financial dud as we were all meant to believe. When the movie had come out in the 90s, we were all told that it was a giant flop. Okay? But now, going back in time and actually looking at the statistics, we actually have found out the movie made around $99 million on a $35 million budget. The problem was, no one knew how to calculate box office stuff at the time for worldwide sales, so no one calculated it properly. Then
So it's everybody's
it had,
fault.
like, all these
They did
video
nothing wrong.
sales and everything. So actually,
It's everybody's
now,
fault.
if you recalculate, the movie is actually considered a huge hit. And even to this day, because everyone knows the movie is kind of bad, so bad it's good, they're saying that it generates millions of yen each year. Now, if you don't know how much yen are valued at,
Oh my
usually
God.
divide by what, like 100, and you get like $1 or something like that. Or is it
Oh
like
my
divide
God,
by
just
1,000 and you
look
get
it
$1?
up. Don't make an
When you say
assumption
millions of
like
yen,
that.
Essentially means it means about thousands of dollars.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
But still,
Let's
like,
look
it's
it up.
funny because all
How
I've ever
much
heard
is
about
1
was,
yen?
Street Fighter movie sucked and it was a bomb and everything.
How much is
But
1
in
yen?
reality, apparently it was a big moneymaker and people just kind of spun it however they wanted to.
Yen to
which is sad
USD.
because the movie is
60
genuinely enjoyable.
zero
Like, if you've seen the
zero
movie,
63
Jean-Claude Van
United
Damme
States
is actually
dollars.
putting in effort, even though it's
So it's
hilarious 'cause he fumbles his words
0.006.
constantly and he sounds like he has marbles in
It's
his
not
mouth.
every
Raul
100
Julia
Phil.
is really hamming it up as M. Bison. He's just
It is not.
really. He puts a smile on your face watching his performance.
Yeah, it
There's
puts a
some funny
smile on your
moments in the movie
face.
That are, like, if you take it
Oh
really
my
seriously,
fucking
and you just
God.
watch the movie, you will laugh your ass off. And have a
No,
good time.
you won't.
That's some of the value of the movie itself.
Oh my God. Oh
I absolutely
my
recommend it to
fucking
this day
God.
as a so bad it's good movie.
Oh
It's
my
just a
fucking
shame
God.
that these movies get such a bad, representation. Oh, it was a terrible stinker. Well, I mean, it had nothing to do with Street Fighter. Really, it didn't. Like, the characters don't even represent who they are in Street
What
Fighter.
is he
Even Ken are
talking
nothing like
about?
they are in Street
That
Fighter.
if
But
it's
at
not a
least
Street Fighter
it was
movie, why
kind
are
of,
you
like,
defending it?
acknowledging that video games were so big at the time, and it was the first attempt to bring something like that into other games. You know what I mean?
No,
mean,
I don't know what
if
you
you really
mean.
want to talk about something that was bad, go watch the Street Fighter cartoon. Okay?
At least it's closer to the fucking, like, source material in terms of, like, animation
Okay.
and stuff. It's not a live
Zooming
action
out.
by fucking just random ass people.
We have a big update
Oh my God.
in
this
regards
guy.
to Black Myth Wukong. If you
Oh,
remember,
no.
it was
I hate this so
surprisingly and
much.
shockingly announced about a week ago
I hate this so much
during
right now.
Summer Game Fest that Black Myth Wukong would not be coming to Xbox consoles at launch. Now, initially, of course, all the drama queens in the gaming community have to come out.
The drama
and immediately
queens?
start pointing fingers at why Xbox wouldn't be getting the game on August 20th. And everyone says, oh, it's gotta be the Xbox Series S. It's gotta be because the Xbox Series S is underpowered, and they just couldn't get this goddamn thing.
Whoa, my God, is he fanboying Xbox?
And so it's all Microsoft's fault.
Yeah, he's
Guess
fanboying.
what?
He's defending
Microsoft
Phil
came
Spencer.
out with a statement. Here's the
Is he
statement.
defending
Are you
Phil
ready?
Spencer? His
We're
mortal
excited
enemy?
for the launch of
The
Black
dude
Myth
bro?
Wukong on
The dude
Xbox
bro?
Series X and S, and are working with Game Science to bring the game to our platforms. But we can't comment on the deals made by our partners with other platforms.
That's literally what it is, dude. He's giving you an actual explanation. Do you not understand exclusivity rights, how they work?
Without directly saying it,
Do you not
this
understand
Xbox
that?
spokesperson is saying Sony paid money to get it first.
Yeah!
They have a paid exclusivity.
he just got it
That's
now?
why
You just
delaying
understood
the
that
release on
now.
Xbox. It has nothing to
It took him this
do with
fucking
that.
long.
Duh.
Oh my god. Somebody
If
get
that's
this
the
dude
case,
an actual
quite
spoon.
a lot of people in the game space have egg on
A lot
their
of people.
face because they were
Hey, it's a lot of
100%
people.
believing Xbox and Microsoft saying it was their fault.
Stop
for
bullying
powered
Phil
hardware.
Spencer, that's
In
my
reality,
job.
It's a shady behind-the-scenes exclusivity deal.
It's not shady.
And are you surprised that
How
Sony
is that
came out right to say
shady?
this? Because a lot of these exclusivity deals
How
are
is this
very much
shady?
frowned upon in the modern day.
What?
Everyone's like, everything should just be cross-platform.
What?
Right? So why are you still having these paid exclusivity deals? I mean,
Because
Microsoft
they
just
do,
bought
that's it.
Essentially Call of Duty, and they said day one everyone gets Call of Duty across the board the same. There will no longer be timed exclusives and shit like that. So it's basically right on the heels of Xbox doing that, Sony says, oh, we're gonna pay exclusivity for Black Myth Wukong and not tell anyone.
Not tell anyone.
So there you go.
Why would they have to tell
So
anyone?
yeah, it sucks, but
Imagine,
I guess it's still
Phil's
business,
there.
it's still
You
valid
didn't
business.
tell
There's not a
me.
heck of a lot that you
How
can
could
do
you?
about that.
I'm
all
hurt.
right. Just announced. This was just announced not even 24 hours ago. There is a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game being released on July 17th, not even a month away. It is called Splintered Fate, and it is a rogue-like adventure on the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
I saw some footage of it. It literally looks to me like Hades. So it's Ninja Turtles.
It literally looks to him like Hades, so it's literally the
That's
same
fascinating.
thing. It's
Why
Hades,
it's on the Switch,
but
I
you're
don't
playing as a
know.
turtle.
I don't know if it's going to be available.
So
on
you're
other
meeting up with
platforms. I
Greek
couldn't seem to
gods,
find that information.
and you're
If it's
killing
just on
shit,
the Switch, I feel
and you're trying to
that's gonna
get
like
out of
way
hell.
underpower it. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just
if
like
this were
Hades, for real, for real.
cross-platform, You'd probably get a pretty decent sales, but if it's
A
only gonna be
fail,
on the Switch,
pretty
I mean, you're gonna
decent
get some
fail.
people to buy it, but that's really isolating in my opinion. Like I'm interested in it. I was looking at it, I was like, it doesn't look that bad at all. The graphics look decent, and the gameplay looks fun. It looks like Hades with Ninja Turtle characters. So I'm like,
my
this could
God.
be really good actually.
Stop.
Being on the Switch, I mean, I can play it. I have a Switch, but I'm just wondering how much appeal.
I have a Switch, guys.
It's
Did you
gonna
know I
have.
have a Switch?
So I'm kind of interested in it. I don't know if you guys
I'm kind of
are.
interested, guys. I have
I'm
a
actually
Switch.
gonna
What do you
put
guys
it
think?
on my
You guys gonna
calendar
buy it
for
for me?
next month.
Snort?
That's probably right about the time that we'll be wrapping up things like this DLC and you know playing a ton of
And
FIFA 26
and
stuff
you know,
like that. So maybe it's something that we would want to consider.
we would want to consider.
So TMNT.
Oh my God, he's putting it on his goddamn phone now. I am reading off
Here we go.
every word that
Cool.
I type in my
All right.
phone.
And last story of the day,
Are you not entertained?
which I find absolutely hilarious. Are you ready for this?
Oh, the hilarity.
If you didn't think that Microsoft are a bunch of fucking jackasses now, wait till you hear this
What?
story. Are you ready for this one?
What? Wait, what?
Head of Xbox Gaming, Matt Booty, was interviewed. And during the interview, he was directly asked to his face, what do you have to say about closing Tango Gameworks, a studio that just a year ago released the hit game Hi-Fi Rush?
Oh my
greatly praised the
God.
game. The game is so good you even are putting it cross-platform, but then you closed the studio. What do you have to say about that?
What do you have
Are
to
you
say
ready?
for yourself?
Because here you go. You're going to love this one. Let me trust me on this one, all right? If you want to know a guy whose name is fucking appropriate.
Oh my God, dude.
Just
What the
because there was a
fuck?
lot of work that went into delivering Hi-Fi Rush, which was a great game and did well for us,
Yeah.
I think the thing to be considered is that for us, it's as much looking forward at a situation as much as it is looking back at one certain game. There are a lot of things that go into success for a game.
Mm-hmm.
What leadership do you have? What creative leadership do you
Yeah,
have?
maybe the team was
Is the
fucking
team the same
bankrupt.
team
Who the
that
fuck
shipped
knows,
something
man?
successful previously?
Who knows what
We have
happened?
to look at all of those things together and
He
ask
thinks he knows
ourselves, are
everything
we set up for
because
success moving
he
forward?
like
And while
he
there
hears
are many
part of
that
a
have been
story and he
factors
takes
and
a hard
situations
stance
that
on it.
previously led to success, they may
And
not
he
all
pretty
still
much
be in
refuses
place
to budge,
as you look
ever,
at what you're doing
regardless
moving
of
forward.
facts or
So
information
if you have no
presented.
idea what Matt Booty is trying to say, all right?
I think you don't
he's
have any
alluding
idea
to
what
the
you're
fact
trying to say
that
right now.
Tokyo
Why are you saying this?
by
Why are we
Shinji
even
Mikami,
talking about this?
The former
Oh, because you hate the guy,
creator
right? Right.
of the classic Resident Evils, right? The original Resident Evils, the GameCube remake, Resident Evil 4, and all those. Now, if you don't know, Tango Gameworks made The Evil Within 1 and 2. The Evil Within 1
You climbed
was a
up here? What the
huge
fuck?
hit. Even though, admittedly, I felt the game was kind of
Listen to this guy.
too linear, didn't really have much in the realm of like side content. It was just a lot of
So he's
like,
complaining about it right
standard
now.
kind of Resident Evil 4-ish
Complaining?
gameplay in parts. I still think it was a fine survival horror game.
Fine
It actually had a
survival
bunch of DLCs that did well. And then they made The Evil Within 2. And if you're not aware, The Evil Within 2 flopped. And you might say, well, wait a minute. If The Evil Within 1 was such a huge hit, why did The Evil Within 2 flop? All right?
I would say
let's
it
see.
flopped. It just didn't
It had
meet
better
expectations.
graphics. It had more gameplay elements, including entire side content areas to explore with side stories, new kind of
Side
gameplay,
content,
new puzzles,
side
atmosphere.
stories, and
It
extra
still had an incredibly
side
scary plot
stuff.
line. It actually had a definitive story ending, unlike the first game that was insanely open-ended. You didn't know what was happening by the time you finished. This one actually had a definitive ending that made sense, and didn't actually end up needing 2 to 3 DLCs to answer the questions of the game. So where did it go wrong? The answer is very simple. It didn't. It didn't go wrong at all. The problem was the game wasn't marketed. At the time that Evil Within 2 came out,
Yeah, nobody knew
almost
that game
no
came
one
out.
even knew
Nobody.
the game was coming out.
Yeah,
With
nobody.
Evil Within
Ever.
1,
Nobody.
the game was massively marketed. I saw advertisements physically in stores. I saw them all over different places.
I literally saw
Billboards,
ads
internet
for,
advertising out the ass. You knew
that
Evil
game,
Within 1
like,
was the horror game to
at
play
EV
that year.
Games. Literally.
Evil Within
Like
2
big fucking
felt
cutouts,
like
cardboard
none
cutouts.
of that.
Yeah,
So
they
it was
did.
just like, well,
They did.
just, ride on the laurels of the name Evil Within 1 and hope everyone buys 2.
That's not what happened.
The problem is things change. And in a few years after Evil Within 1, there had been other horror games, right? Resident Evil had actually come back to the forefront after being known as kind of like losing its way. It had returned to prominence. And so a lot of people just thought Resident Evil when they think horror. And so you needed to basically market the crap out of this game and basically push it in a way. And they did not. Bethesda failed the Evil Within 2. They really, really did.
Wait, is this
They
a
messed
roundabout
up.
way of
They
shitting on
should have been
Bethesda?
advertising, pushing. They did none of that. So Evil Within 2 flopped. Not 'cause
hashtag
wasn't
it
a
just
good game,
works.
because people didn't even know it existed, and other things ended up overshadowing it because of it. It didn't sell. Okay? What ended up happening then was Shinji Mikami was upset. He was like, we made a great game, no one paid attention because the company on which sucks. We're owned by a bunch of dipshits. And he said, fuck this, I'm leaving, and he left. Rightly so. If he's making great games and no one plays them because the company he works for doesn't fucking promote them, why would he continue to make games no one's gonna play? Right? So he left.
Right.
Then they went and made Ghostwire Tokyo, which was a flop. Why? Because Ghostwire Tokyo was supposed to be Evil Within 3, but Mikami left. When Mikami left, they had to completely retool the game from the ground up to change it into something different, and it ended up being underwhelming because of that. And then
It was first
they made Hi-Fi
person.
Rush. And by the way,
How is
I
it
really have
supposed
say
to
it
be
again.
the third?
Does
It
anyone
was
remember
a
when
different.
Hi-Fi Rush released what Microsoft did? They didn't advertise it.
Oh,
They
no.
literally shadow dropped it.
Oh,
They
no.
announced out of nowhere during a Microsoft showcase event or Xbox showcase event. Oh, by the way, this game is live right now. Go play it on Game Pass. And everyone was like, "What?" But you just presented.
Everybody
the game
was
for the
like,
first
"What?"
time. Yeah, just go play it. And actually, in interviews
My horse bug.
afterwards, when they interviewed the game developers of Hi-Fi Rush, they expressed incredible frustration, saying their game had been in development for many years, and Xbox/Microsoft refused to promote it. They wouldn't tell anyone the game was even being made. So whose fault is that?
It's yours, Phil.
So
It's your
here's
fault.
an interview, all right? Essentially from Matt Booty. And what Matt Booty is saying is, well, we didn't have confidence in Tango Gameworks anymore after Shinji Mikami left. You know what I'm saying? We just don't think that they're going to put out games that are big sellers anymore. In reality, the reason that Tango Gameworks games haven't been big sellers is because Microsoft hasn't fucking promoted their games. They keep them a secret and shadow drop them.
Oh my god.
So how would anyone get hype or interested in your game when you don't fucking tell us that it's coming out or promote it at all? You have to put some effort in. You can't just expect everyone's going to magically know about the games coming out just because they exist. So literally, he's the head of Xbox Gaming. He's directly responsible for the fact that Tango Gameworks games are flopping. And he says, well, once Mikami left, we just fired them all after the fact because their games probably aren't going to sell. We have no confidence anymore. He's the reason the games didn't sell.
Oh my
He's
god.
still employed.
He's the
He's
reason.
still getting
He
tons
is.
of money.
He's the
probably getting
reason.
bonuses because he ran the company incorrectly, and then he laid off the people underneath him who were suffered because he didn't promote their games. Right?
Right?
What
I'm
the
so
fuck?
right. Right?
I just,
Oh my fucking god.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. How are shareholders so stupid? There are shareholders right now who know that this leadership is terrible. How are they not holding them accountable? When Matt Booty does an interview and says we got rid of Tango Gameworks because Shinji Mikami left, he left because of you. You fucking nitwit. He left because you didn't promote Evil Within 2.
Oh
and
my
it
God.
flopped. You
Oh,
fucking buffoon.
Oh no.
And you're in charge of Xbox Gaming?
Oh no, Phil.
What?
Yeah, what indeed, dude? What indeed?
You see what I mean? Like, they have a bunch of fucking clowns running the ship over there. It's a clown car. Fucking Phil Spencer, fucking Sarah Bond, Matt Booty, they're all a bunch of fucking morons.
Oh my god,
They don't
dude.
know what they're doing. And they just blame everyone else. How
Phil,
can you
that's
not look at yourself
literally
and
what
say, "All right,
you're
listen,
doing. You're literally blaming
screwed up."
everyone else.
All right? We made a mistake. The games were not selling.
How does he
to
not
us,
see this?
So now we're going to change that. Instead, no, we'll just get rid of you. Wow. How do you think the people at Tango Gameworks felt?
He
When they were
no
putting out
like
all these great games and
loops
no
it
one
up
was
as
playing
if,
because Xbox
you know,
refused
oh,
to
it's just
promote.
like me for real,
Right?
when I got, you know, Ken for being a fucking
It's like,
horrible
what the
worker.
fuck?
It's like, what the
I just
fuck,
don't
man?
get it. So, I mean,
How dare you,
it's
bro?
hard- it's hard
My
for
dad
me
used to work here,
have
bro.
confidence that they're ever going to right the ship when all these bad things happen, and every time that they get asked dead center what's going on, can you answer and account
Asked
for
dead
it?
center?
They refuse to account for it, and instead they just use
Is that a saying?
executive speak to try to talk in circles around
I don't
it,
think that's a
but
saying.
anyone with half a brain can decipher the fact that it's their fault that everything's going wrong. That's nothing to do with the people making the games. It's them. They suck. Yet they're still in charge. How the fuck did they not lose their job?
Oh my god, Phil.
I don't get it. I'm really crazy.
I lost my job. How do they have their job?
How would you still have your job?
How? How's that
Make
fair?
Mistake after mistake after mistake. Your company's not making money. It's your fault.
I think he's just
You
upset
blame
because he
everyone else
literally
around
could
you
not
for
get a
everything.
job
It's
if
like
it
you
wasn't
don't
for
acknowledge that you
YouTube.
fucking
Like,
suck,
and that
you're gonna
scares
do
him.
better. What the? Why would you ever want those people in charge?
That scares
They're
him quite a
still in
bit.
charge.
How nice.
I don't know, man.
I don't know either,
so
man.
Now, moving forward, yeah, I'm very skeptical that Xbox is ever going to really do anything crazy to turn this
Xbox?
thing around, which is really sad. You know, I wish. I mean,
Sad
I
that
used
you're
to
still
have faith,
talking
but
about
these
this.
guys just seem like jokers now, right? Like they're fucking sitting there in positions of power, and they have just stop doing interviews. Like if this is the shit you're gonna say in the
Oh
interview,
my god, dude.
just stop doing interviews because we're
God.
we're smarter than you think. We know what you're saying.
We
You're a
are
moron.
smarter than
We
you
know
think.
you're saying Shinji Mikami left, so we dumped the studio. We didn't have faith in them. But the reason he left is you. You're the reason. Oh my god. Anyway.
Holy fuck. Wow.
That is gaming news for today, everybody. All right, we have an incredible amount of shout-outs.
That's totally news and not opinion, by the
We're
way.
going to get started.
Totally.
And if you'd like to contribute, thank you very
And
much.
if you want
I
to say
will give you a
otherwise,
live
you're
shout-out
banned.
right
And if
now.
you want to give me
We
money,
start off with
thank you.
Brian27. 23 months as a member of the channel. Thank you so much for that.
23
He
months
says,
a dent.
Elden Ring hype. My first few hours have been awesome. I'm very, very glad to hear that.
He posted that like an hour ago.
Game Boy 84.
Just
Popped
FYI.
his membership notification and says, "Hiya Phil, how's it hanging? It is going good.
How's you hanging,
And,
Phil?
I'm excited.
How's you
to see
hanging?
what it is.
Hey,
I
Phil.
stayed away from sports.
How you hanging?
Okay. Jared Jackson, 15 months as an Ultra member and supporter of the channel. Thank you so much, Jared.
Thank you for the money,
Best of
Jared.
luck with this DLC. I've beaten Moog on my original PC playthrough back at launch, but I'm playing on PS5 now with a different build, and his second phase is kicking my ass.
Yeah, because they boosted him.
Especially when he gets all his health back.
If Phil
Shout
had
out
to
to-
fight Moog now, he wouldn't make it.
Wait a minute. What does this word mean?
I'm telling you right now, there's no way.
You know what? I'm just gonna
Because you
fucking
can't
ignore
jump
it so I can
attack him
do
and
something
his
bad.
moveset
Captain
are
DCW,
fucked.
37 months.
You basically need to use the shackle if you're
As a
gonna fight him
super
alone.
supporter,
Like
thank
you need
Captain,
to
for
use the
supporting
shackle.
channel. And Jack Vanee became a member this morning as well. Thank you for the new membership, Jack. I appreciate that very, very much. Cool.
Cool.
Okay.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Jack.
Now, on the tip side of things, we start off today
Start off.
Hold on. Load, please.
As in, keep paying. Keep paying me.
We start off today with a small contribution.
Small.
Darren, this morning, first tip, sent a $123.45 tip. Yes.
The dude just emptied his bank
Darren,
account.
A
person that's never donated before.
45-cent tip.
By the way,
Let's
his
get an
favorite.
animation going for that one.
It's just
Huzzah.
OIC. That's insane. He got that before he started streaming, so that's why he was all like fucking giddy and
Never mind.
absolutely regarded the entire time.
An incredibly generous tip from Darren. Let's go ahead and get him up on the leaderboard. Let's read his message, and obviously we have a few
Bill,
rewards to discuss.
Long-time viewer,
Based
new
on
supporter. I love your content. Keep it up. Don't let the trolls get to you. Your fan, Darren. Totally not OIC, by the way.
Hold on. No, Darren says Elden Ring was my game of the year in 2022. I played
Yeah, it wasn't Phil's,
right
that's
after
for
my father had passed away just a few days before. Elden Ring helped
It's
shape my
OIC.
game
That's
during
his
that
same
time.
story, dude.
I will
He
always
said the
remember
same
games
thing.
For that. Thank you for playing it. On a fun note, this tip is a reference to baseball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The kind of combination an idiot would have on his login. So
What the fuck is he talking about?
Stream DSP cheers. Thank you so much, Darren, for an incredibly generous starter tip.
Starter tip.
Philosophy 5.
He said starter
alright,
tip
well,
for $123.
We obviously start
Oh my god.
classes, right?
What? How can you get this
By the way,
shameless?
absolutely amazing. It is so epic fun. Although I'm hearing rumors that they're gonna start, they're gonna make the Spaceballs too. I'm serious, which I don't support in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, you don't support anything.
Spaceballs too at this point. You know, Mel Brooks is still alive. He's very elderly at this point. I have no confidence that he's gonna have any kind of direct involvement with the actual making of the movie. Maybe he'll be like a producer, but I doubt he'll make the movie. I don't think we should have other people making Mel Brooks movies.
Oh my god.
So, I'm very upset. No, just think about this. All the actors that aren't going to be in it, right? Like, a lot of actors have passed away. No Joan Rivers, no John Candy, right?
Right,
So,
right.
I don't
There's like
even
2
know.
people that died,
I really
right?
don't even know what the fuck the movie's going to be. If they were going to make this movie, they should have made it 15 years ago, you know?
Oh my god, this guy.
20 years ago. Anyway, let's continue. Oh, wait a minute. We need a hat. What am I doing?
Oh, my back. Oh, my back. Oh. I like how he keeps the glasses on as he, like, walks around the house. Or walks around his little closet. Waddles in, waddles out.
You knew this was coming.
Oh, no, it's the dumbass
You
hat.
knew that with the return of new Elden Ring content,
This is the
we were
guy
gonna
who
see
says
the
he can't put
return
on a hat that
of real life
is
Dumas,
gonna get him like too hot and heated.
Dumas
He's literally
is back,
wearing a
ready to
knitted
take on
hat,
the denizens of evil.
a wool knitted hat. The guy who complains he
Elden
can't
Ringers
put on
rejoice.
the
Raise
headwear
your
because it's gonna
arms
make
in
him
the
sweat.
form of the Elden
Oh, no.
Ring. The golden circle must never be broken. Elden Ringers, your time is now. Your time is nigh. The end is here for evildoers. Kind of like,
Yeah, even he didn't like that one. He's like, yeah, I just made a fucking fool of myself. Yeah, I look stupid.
Let's continue.
Let's continue. I look fucking
I
retarded.
received
Let's
a
continue.
$5 tip.
I received a $5 tip. Bill, please go fuck yourself.
It looks like David Barclay accidentally got banned, so I'm gonna have to look into unbanning him. He says, let's see here.
Oh my god, the guy who tipped was
He
banned.
says that he's been a viewer for 12 years, and for some reason he keeps getting banned.
Yeah, it's because you're OIC, dumbass.
You know you can change your name on YouTube, right? You know you could just change it to be anything you want, and you don't have to go by that name.
Oh
And
my
you could
god,
just maybe,
dude.
like just David D or whatever. right?
Oh
But then
my
again,
god,
David
dude.
B, that's my dad's name, David Burnell. Some people would say that you're impersonating my dad. I don't know if there's actually like a way to avoid. It seems like your name is just a problematic name.
Oh my god. You missed
It's a very
quite a bit.
problematic name.
Chicken Rooster. It's been
Right?
hell.
So
He got
let's
a
see.
money
Let me see
buff.
if I can get him unbanned.
He said probably the most retarded thing ever, and he has to unban somebody that just tipped him.
See if this is him. I think this is him. Oh, I'm on the wrong account. Shit. This is it, but I'm on the wrong account.
The wrong account. What do you mean wrong account? What do you mean wrong account? What do you mean Phil wrong account? What does that mean?
Like,
You were
why
on
don't
the
you
wrong
actually
account.
make your name what your name is on YouTube? The guy's name on YouTube is completely different. So I recommend you change your actual visual name to that. And then there would be no mix-ups. You see? Anyway, I think I've unbanned you. So check it out right now. You should be unbanned because you actually sent me the link in the email. I was able to do that right away.
Oh my fucking.
Okay. I received a $5 tip.
All of these
Blimp.
morons are
Let's
giving
go,
him
man.
money
I'm
before he's
pumped.
even
Love
played
your
the
content.
game.
Keep up the great work, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you very much to the Blimp.
The blimp, the guy who fucking gives Phil like $500 a month. I appreciate you. Here's some money.
Cool. Oops. Very good. Thank you, Blimp.
Very good.
Good to have you
Very
here today.
good.
I received a $5 tip from just anonymous tipper who says, hype. Thank you to a $5 tipper.
Anonymously giving
was very
Phil
hype.
$5 to say hype. What do you personally get from that? He doesn't know it's
Me
you,
too.
right? And your message says dick.
Did the animation play?
What in the actual... Like, he's throwing money at Phil, literally, at this point. He's like, here, here, here,
I couldn't see it right
here,
away.
here.
Okay.
Here's some money.
And then I received
Dance for me,
a
monkey,
$2
dance.
tip from Chocoboko. Nice to catch you playing Elden Ring. A little unfortunate. I had to sell my PS5 this year, but no big deal. Watching your stream is the next best thing. Let's go. Well, I'm
I
sorry
had to
hear
sell my
that.
PS5 because I'm
Maybe one day
broke,
you'll
but
get one
here's some
back.
money.
You never know.
Thank you for
right?
reading my message.
Never say never. And happy to be bringing you this
Oh
DLC.
my god.
You know, in as much capacity as I can. I know that I can't just play it full-time, non-stop, you know, for weeks.
Oh, it's so sad that you can't just
But being
play
that
it
it's so
forever.
long, this is
So
cool
sad.
because we can enjoy this together for a long time, right? We'll be doing a lot of it, like 5 hours today, 3 hours tomorrow, 3 hours Monday, 3 hours Tuesday. So just within the first, you know, week, I'm playing like 14 hours out of this 30 to 40 hour DLC. So pretty darn cool, right?
Pretty darn
I'm
cool,
happy
he
to be able
says.
to do that. So excellent. All right. For now, we've gotten all the contributions shouted out, but oh, what's going on, Jade? How are you? He says just wants to say hi
good on,
today. He
Jade?
doesn't know if he's gonna stick around. What's up, Dark Souls Master? How are you today? Darth Gullbox says I don't remember what build you had in the main playthrough. In the main playthrough, I had a lot of like physical build stuff, but then when I got to
He was overpowered and was using
Riker,
fucking everything.
I got his blasphemous blade, and essentially I swapped from like these various different. I had the big sword that caused lava and stuff. I switched from that to the blasphemous blade, and pretty much for the rest of the game I was using the blasphemous blade, which is the blade that absorbs some health when you hit on criticals. It takes like a big chunk. He gives it back to you. His special abilities, he slams it in the ground, a big wave of like fire shoots out, and if it hits it, knock down the enemies. And how he's actually using that to like shoot the boss and staggers and stuff. That blasphemous blade was really good. And essentially, I just jump R2 the fuck out of everything they do. Jumping R2 or jumping heavy attack is so broken in Elden Ring.
It's not broken, you're just cheesing.
But it was so broken in the original Elden Ring.
What do you mean the original Elden Ring?
The second run, I didn't even do that at all. Like, I just never did jump R2. I did all kinds of different stuff, mostly based on magic use. And again, I'm a hybrid, where I've got magic, I can either do physical magic with stone, or I can do a lot of the brimstone magic, or
He actually said he's
I
a
got the
hybrid.
Darkened blade, so now I can use physical as well, and the blade is really, really good for charging the magic. So, you know, I've a more versatile build now, so I can see much better than just jump on something. All right, we have some extra time. You guys would like to tag me in chat and talk,
Is he actually begging for a board buddy right now?
I'm open to any topic right now. We still got a little bit of that junk before we jump into the DLC. When you guys want to... Oh, by the way, one quick thing. So I installed the DLC this morning. I booted it up. I just wanted to make sure it was going to work. And it did work. There's 2 new things. Number 1, from now on when you get new items, they show up...
Everybody knows this, dude.
Holy shit, it took them how many fucking years to realize when you get a new item, you don't want to sift through a menu of hundreds of items to find it. You just get it sorted automatically. You can see new items. Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Excellent, 2 thumbs up. And number 2, you get this side screen. And now you can do it to the side like this as well. Excellent. Outside of that, so I boot the game up, and I was wondering what graphical mode the game has on PS5. Because remember, right now I'm on much better graphical quality.
Oh
than
my
I've ever
god,
been
he's
before.
such a fuck.
For example, go to my graphics settings.
Oh my god.
I'm on 1080p, but I have 120 hertz output. All right, and I have VRR enabled. Yeah, VRR is enabled. So basically, I get absolutely all the best frame rate, refresh rate, everything on all games. And I talked to you guys about this. I said, should I play this at a higher resolution? And everyone was like, no. Everyone was like, seriously, no.
Why?
Don't do that.
Why?
Go to, just say it 1080p. If you run this at a higher resolution, it's going to be choppy. So I booted the game up. I said, what are the graphical modes that are in the game? Okay, it has 2 modes. It has performance and it has quality. I turned on quality. By the way, I'm still in the Melania boss room. So I turned on quality, all right? And I start walking around. Immediately, the game's choppy. I was like, I got this on variable refresh rate, 120 hertz. I'm running around just the boss room. There's nothing in the room. It's empty. And it's fucking choppy on quality mode. I put it to performance mode, and it was smooth. I was like, it's been 2 years. They didn't optimize this game at all on PlayStation. I don't even think they bothered, right? I've heard on PC there's all these options you can do. You could turn on, like, special lighting, like ray tracing and shit, and it makes it look even better and stuff like that.
You don't have ray tracing on your fucking shit, dude. What are you talking about?
But I'll be honest, I was scratching my head about that. I was like, wow, that's pretty bad that quality mode is choppy. Walking around a boss room, I guess I'm not going to be using quality mode. We're just going to go performance. The truth is, though, it should look good. It's going to have better bitrate than you've ever seen before. There shouldn't be any of that blurriness and pixelization and frame drops you used to see when I played this game. It should all be cured now because my new capture device is so much better. So this should be sweet. I'm very excited. Plus, I should have less input delay than ever before. Like, my stuff should come out as quickly as possible now that I input it, so that's good.
So fucking stupid, dude.
Okay, I received a $4.20
Oh my god,
tip
this guy's so fucking stupid. I just can't.
from NPC. Hyped for the DLC. Do you think
Literally
FromSoft
NPC.
should have marketed it as an expansion instead? It seems ambitious for a DLC. You know, I don't know. Because the thing is, they require you to be the Moog Blood Prince boss to access the DLC. But maybe they did it on purpose. Maybe they felt if you weren't able to get to that point, the DLC was going to be too hard for you. And so they didn't want people spending the money on the DLC and then basically getting trounced into dirt and being like, well, it's unplayable for me because it's too hard. So maybe by having that requirement to play it was smart because you know you have to be of this skill level
Oh
to
my
access
god.
it. Maybe that was the good way to do it. Don't know.
Don't know,
I see
exactly.
the $1 tip.
Don't know. Why the fucking talk? Why the fuck
A
are you
troll, so
talking?
I'm just gonna ignore the troll. Never mind.
Oh,
He
it's
can
a
shove his
troll.
dollar up his butthole.
It's a troll. Thanks for the money,
Liv
troll.
says, even though this is a DLC, can the Elden Ring DLC compete for Game of the Year? I feel like it has enough length to have a spot. There's a lack of games this year. I would say, yeah. Seriously, there has been such a lack of convincing good games this year. Most games have been incredibly underwhelming that were supposed to be big AAA releases. This is the most hyped release so far this year. By far. Can you name another game that has as much hype as Shadow of the Erdtree? I can't think of a single one. So yes, as long as this is good, this absolutely can be eligible for Game of the Year to me. Yes. considering that it is a standalone experience, right? It really is. You're going to access the DLC. It's going to play completely differently. So
It's not gonna play
yeah,
completely different.
I'm totally down for it being a candidate. We'll find out. Who was my favorite player growing up? Football, baseball. I didn't follow football. In baseball, it was Darryl Strawberry and Howard Johnson of the Mets. And that was it, 'cause that's what I followed as a kid in sports. Tiger Jacks, how you doing? He says, good to see you're excited for DLC today. Indeed, I am excited. I'm very happy playing it. How long approximately is the DLC? I don't know, but the rumor was 30 to 40 hours. But who knows? You know, especially me, I'm an interactive streamer, so it may be longer. I don't know.
I'm an
definitely see us
interactive
playing this 2-3
streamer.
weeks at least. Seriously, like this is gonna carry us definitely into July. There's so much, and I'm not gonna be playing it every day. We're gonna have React Day on Sunday. We're gonna do Street Fighter 6 on Wednesday for M Bison. There's gonna be other things alternated. So it's gonna be a lot of
there's so
content.
little
It's gonna be
reason
fun.
to be tuning into this guy, dude. Like, seriously tuning into this guy. Tuning in to laugh at
Dark
him.
Goldbox says with almost no competition,
This
maybe
is
there won't even be a
gold.
top
This is
10
pure
game of the year
fucking gold.
countdown this time. Now, here's the deal. I definitely feel like all the games are backloaded this year for some reason. Like, for example, now that all these events have happened and we're getting release dates for all these games, right? Like, just listen to the list of games that have dates. You ready for this?
Here we go.
So-
How is he doing this?
Black Myth Wukong, Visions of Mana, Star Wars Outlaws, Quidditch Champions, Stalker 2, the new Astrobot game that's a full-length game, Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, Zelda Echoes, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Metaphor, Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero, Sonic X Shadow Generations, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Life is Strange Double Expanse? It's supposed to be Double Exposure, I spelled it wrong. The new Mario and Luigi Brothers game, Avowed, Dragon Quest 3 Remake, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Then keep in mind there's games that don't even have release dates, like the new Dragon Age game and stuff like that just say fall. So, I mean, that's a lot of games there that all have potential to be great. I'm certainly not saying they're all going to be great. I'm just saying there's potential they could all be very good. So I
You're
think
just
it
talking
really is
shit,
a
basically.
backloaded year where the first half of the year was very underwhelming. I feel like right now is really the start of gaming for this year. And now we're going to start pushing through the rest of the year with great stuff. That's my feeling anyway. Wow.
Wow.
A ton of contributions are coming in. I'm going to shout them out. X Shooter just did a super chat. He says, I hope Black Myth is good. I'm hyped for that. I hope so too. Obviously.
Oh, yeah, he sure is.
The more good games, the better. I received a $20.91 tip. That is a very odd amount. Time to play some arbitrary DLC for some arbitrary game today. Anyone remember the podcast on the game's launch day and how Phil referenced the game he played that day? It was one of the best and most positive podcasts you've ever done. Yes, but we all know that this DLC is incredibly simple, easy. It's made for small children. Basically, they want play school or
And now he's
preschool
over-exaggerating.
to be able to play Elden Ring games now. So they've made the play school level easy mode DLC that we're going to be playing today. I'm very happy because, as you know, I've already been so stressed out by the main game. You know, I beat Melania in 2 hours. It was very challenging. So I'm so happy to now be playing the easiest DLC possible, right? So that we can just
Wait, is he...
right through it.
I'm so confused. Beating her in 2 hours
I
isn't
appreciate
good.
that very generous tip. That gets us.
Beating her in 2 hours
Now,
isn't
here's the
good.
deal. All right, I'm gonna wear a vest, but I'm gonna pick the vest. It's gonna match the hat, but it's not gonna be the heavier vest because today it's already hot as hell in here.
Hot as hell. He's not gonna wear the vest, but he is gonna wear a fucking wool hat. What in God's
I'm
name?
okay with wearing a vest as long as it's not gonna overheat me. This is the gray vest.
As
All right,
long
so
as
we're gonna
it
wear
does
this
not
today.
overheat him.
I know you guys wanted the platinum, but that one is so heavy. And
It's a
freaking
heavy
summer.
vest.
I got my air conditioner blasting maximum blast here.
Oh
All
my
right?
God.
So I'm gonna wear one that I'm not gonna be fucking sweating bullets.
You're gonna be
during
sweating
the course
bullets
of it.
either
And by
way,
the way,
Phil.
if I do sweat bullets, I'm taking it off. I'm doing what's best for my health. All right.
Yeah, you're disgusting.
Actually, if this DLC is as easy as everyone says, you know, I'm gonna have to be hyper.
Again, I don't get if he's serious or not.
Okay. By the way, it's comfortable. Wow, this vest is really comfortable. And I never wear it. No one
He's
ever
literally
asks for
going
this vest.
beyond the
I
pale at this
received a
point.
$10 tip from Captain Psycho. It's time for a vest. Not a huge fan of Elden Ring, but I'm here to support anyway. Thank you, Captain Psycho. I really appreciate that.
Oh my God, dude. I don't like the game, but here's some
Enjoy
money.
this incredibly disturbing animation of me as Blanca. Incredibly disturbing.
like,
I mean, even the person in the animation is disturbed. Look. Bursting with flavor. Shut the fuck up and eat it. Eat it. Give me your mailing address. I want to mail you a spoon so you can eat shit out of my fucking... a $6 tip for an anonymous tipper. I'm the Shadow of the Erd Tree Facts guy. Sorry I wasn't able to tip the last few days. It's fine. I wasn't here yesterday anyway. The number one thing you can do is track down the Skidoo Tree fragments. Have fun. Skidoo Tree? What the hell is a Skidoo Tree?
Oh my god.
Skidoo? They actually call it the Skidoo Tree?
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, Skidoo
Stop.
Tree. Like the scat.
What are you doing right
tree,
now?
The Skidoo Tree.
What in the actual
Skidoo
god
tree
name?
for you and me. Give me the pieces. Can't you see? The Skidoo Tree.
I'm about to fucking go like right now.
What the hell? They got
Yeah,
some
what the
weird
hell
names
is
for
right
stuff. Andy, thank you for a super chat. Long-time watcher, first-time contributor. Good luck on the DLC run today. Thank
It's
you very
this
much, Andy.
fucking
As you
comment.
can see, I am fully geared up for the DLC.
Oh,
I
it's
really
literally
am.
the same guy every time. It's the same
I'm
comment
ready.
every time.
Absolutely ready.
Oh my
DLC.
god.
Look at me in full uniform,
Oh.
right?
Long time viewer, first time contributor.
I am pumped.
Thank you. Here's some money.
Skidoo Tree.
Oh no. Oh, he looks so horrible. That's
Okay, I
the
received a
best.
$2 tip
Oh
from
my
Liu Wong, who asked, is the Millennia boss the longest time
that
you ever
a-
spent trying to beat? I thought you said once. You
Is
said
that
7
like
hours.
a super gay
The
vest?
first run,
That is a
2
super
years
gay
ago,
vest, right?
I'm trying to recall. If I remember correctly, the first time I tried to beat her, it took an hour and a half, and I ran out of time on the stream. Then I literally did an entire stream of 3 hours, and I still couldn't beat her. So that would have been, what, 4.5 hours? And then I believe it was almost an entire another stream on top of that. So if you do all that math, yeah, technically it was probably around 7 hours of me trying to beat her the first time around. If I
7
remember
hours.
correctly. Okay. This last time, it only took me 2 hours, and there was a magic
Only
build.
2 hours.
And it was just trial and error. This time I learned her patterns. I was dodging her, what is it called? The fucking sparrow swallow dance or something, whatever the fuck it's waterfowl.
Magic
dance.
builds
Yeah.
or
I actually dodged the
stupid.
entire waterfowl dance a ton, which is very hard to do. I actually got memorization how to do it, timing to do it, and it was great to actually beat. I felt like the second time I beat her legit.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I'm saying?
So there you go.
So there you go. So do you know what I'm saying? So there you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Good stuff. So yeah,
Good
no,
stuff.
but now is she the boss I spent the most time on in FromSoft games? I'm trying to think, like, what were the bosses that were the hardest for me? Definitely Champion. Was it Gunder? That first boss of Dark Souls 3 that you fight a second time in the optional
Super
area.
easy.
The Champion kicked my ass for like a day. Like literally, he bent me over on his knee, and
Oh,
he
no.
just spanked my bare buttocks for a day. It was very embarrassing. Because it's a very fair fight. I never really.
This is
complained.
why
I was
he
angry
gets the
that I wasn't
fans he
losing,
gets.
But I thought it was a
Comments
very fair
like
fight.
that.
It's just that I suck, And then after I overcame him,
Gay fantasy.
I definitely
like,
felt
straight
better
up.
about it. And then in my second run of Dark Souls 3, I actually beat him very convincingly, only like a few tries.
It's
So I
kind of like
definitely got better from there. And then the other one,
the
oh, that's
LTG,
true. Dark Golbach is
Sims.
saying Smelter Demon in Dark Souls
They
2,
love the abuse.
Pontiff Sullivan in Dark Souls 3.
But they also love
Smelter
watching
Demon in
him
Dark Souls
pretend
2
to
was
suck a
pain in
dick.
my ass. For whatever reason, he just really
I think the
dominated
reasons
me.
are
A lot
obvious.
of the glitches. Remember during that fight, he goes to hit me and I glitch up into the sky and get stuck in the corner of the room for no reason, and then I fall down due to a physics glitch. It was the dumbest
What
thing.
was he talking
Pontiff Sullivan, here's the deal.
I don't.
Pontiff Sullivan
What?
actually is not that hard of a boss, but at launch, I played Dark Souls 3 on Xbox One, and it ran like fucking shit. Like
I just want to hear him say Pontiff
ultimate
Sullivan
choppy
again.
slow-mo,
Say it again, Phil.
awful gameplay.
Say
It was just
Sullivan
so unplayable.
again,
And every
please.
time that the frame rate slowed down, the controls slowed down. So not only is it choppy when you're trying to play and running in slow motion, you press a button, it's like ultimate delay before your character even does anything. Like, oh my god.
Like,
so
oh my god.
Fight, whenever he went to his clones, the entire game was like slow-mo underwater molasses. That's what took me so long to beat him, because it was so unplayable. Years later, again, in my second run...
Funny that everybody played that just fine.
Better version. What version did I play? I can't remember, but I know it ran better at that point, and I whooped his ass.
There's no different
I beat
version.
him, again, just a couple tries. That was purely graphical bullshit. That's what took me so long.
100% lie right there.
Ludwig in Bloodborne.
Not sure what the fuck he's talking about,
but
but that's 100% lie.
Mistake of doing the DLC New Game Plus, and I hadn't played Bloodborne at all since launch. And here I am coming back months later in the midst of the busy gaming season.
That's a abandoned
New
coffin.
Game Plus, and it completely destroyed me. Like, absolutely 100% demolished me. And Ludwig, I just couldn't beat him. I spent hours and hours trying to beat him. I just gave up. I said, I don't care. I gave up. I never went back. And then it was years later I went back and I did beat the whole DLC. Legit.
Spoken like the voice of a true Souls fan. Oh, I gave up. I hated it.
Thank you, Apostate Cantus.
Never went back.
21 months as a member. Thank you so much. I think he's doing the Elden Ring emo. Big Mac asked, did I ever play Demon Souls? Did I like it? Yes. After having played through Dark Souls 1 and quitting, but then coming back years later when I became an interactive streamer and
oh my god, stop.
I gained an appreciation for the game. And once I actually legitimately saw it all, I wanted to play the other FromSoft games. And so people said, what about Demon Souls? And I tried it and I actually really loved it. My playthrough was a little different because I grinded off camera. I would go into the stages overnight and just basically kill a zillion enemies and get a ton of souls. And the next day when I played, I'd be like way leveled up. So it was very different than what I do today, which is a natural playthrough. Back then, I actually used to do grinding off camera and shit like that. So very, very different, but I loved it. And then years later, of course, it was the launch title for PS5, and I played it as well. Nameless King? Yeah, I remember originally Nameless King gave me a really hard time too, right? Isn't it true that originally I couldn't beat him? Like in my original run of Dark Souls 3, I couldn't.
How does he not remember any of these things?
Didn't I go back later and beat him in the second run?
Doesn't remember anything.
First, I think that's the
how? How is this possible? You should be able to remember
says,
something.
Your Orphan of Kos fight was bloody awesome. 100% you should go back and do another run of Bloodborne next year for 10-year anniversary. Maybe I will. Indeed, maybe I will. Because again, my previous runs don't look as good. Now my setup is so much better. Any new run I do of Bloodborne now would look amazing, right?
So fucking annoying.
Dark Gullbox says, looking back, aside from the no bonfires, I feel Demon Souls is actually one of the easiest of the Souls games. It actually, I feel like it is. It's just, if you don't have a background in the Souls games, you don't know what to expect and it whoops your ass, right? There's some tough parts. There's definitely some tough, unfair parts, but there's some parts that are like simply easy too, I think. So it's kind of a weird balance in that way. Oh, Ad the Gamer says you did beat Nameless King, but you had to summon. See. Then I didn't beat him. If I had to summon to beat him, then I did not beat him. You know? I become a true believer that if you're summoning in these games, it's fine. If you're just playing for yourself, if you're not a streamer, if you're playing for yourself, and you just want to, you know, enjoy the game rather than having to become a pro at it or whatever.
Oh my god.
You can summon, and there's no problem with that.
Oh my god, he thinks he's a pro at it.
And become good at it, and you're going to stream that content, then you should not be summoning. So I don't consider that a legit win against him.
Oh my fucking god! Did you hear that?
No,
shit?
I'm not using any mimics or anything. I'm not summoning. I don't summon straight to VHSs. I'm not summoning at all.
He's overpowered, and he takes all the hints from all the fucking dents that give him money. They tell him exactly what to use, exactly what build to do, exactly what fucking setup to have, exactly what attacks to use, exactly what to do, exactly down to the fucking minute detail. They tell him what to do, and he says he does it legitimately. He says he's a pro at it. Fuck me sideways. What the actual goddamn fuck? What the? Yeah, bite your fucking nail, you fucking.
No, I'm not summoning. Absolutely.
What an absolute piece of filth. What an. He took fucking 7 hours to kill Melania the first time. Over 7 hours probably.
For a one-time playthrough. However, I do feel it's too much of a one-note game.
What an
literally
absolute
learn how to parry. And if you learn how to parry, you win 90% of the game.
2 hours with a magic build.
If you parry well, you dominate the game.
Literally, I did it within 20 minutes with a magic build.
But
I
for the
died
most
3
part,
times.
It's a one-trick.
I got it the 4th
And the
time.
one sad part about Sekiro is, unlike all the other FromSoft games, it doesn't lend
It's
itself
not
to
a
second
pro
run
thing.
because there's no other weapons. You're only
A
using
pro
the
would do it
katana
the
and parry
first time.
and the
Every
trick
time.
tools or whatever they're called. But even then,
Not even get hit. They
you've
do it
seen the whole
naked.
game once you've seen it all. There's no
Phil
reason
can't
to
do
go
it
back.
naked. Phil does it by staying out of range and spamming
Spider
magic
Dijon,
attacks.
thank you for 16
What an
months as a
absolute
member. I appreciate
pig.
that. By the way, guys,
Fucking
the
pig.
amount of people that will be here today would be a great day
Absolute.
if
Yeah,
you wanted
he
to
looks
give some members to the
exactly
community.
as smart as he
A lot of people would
sounds.
definitely benefit from that today. Obviously, it would help the channel.
Mr.
As well, but it would be a
Valedictorian
great way to kinda,
of
you know,
the fucking
pay it
short
forward to the
bus
community
class.
and help
Look
out
at him.
everyone here together.
Swaying
I'm sure they
like
would
a
love having
fucking
access to emotes and things like that.
wobble
if you
wobble.
were interested in that. Okay.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah.
Cool.
What an absolute dunce.
All right.
I've never heard anything so fucking stupid.
Gabriel, how are you?
Wow.
Yes, we are fully ready. Everyone, we even have
Wow.
an emote
This
for
is the
you to use
equivalent
for this
of
later
like
in the
a
chat.
guy
We have
having
this
a
emote.
Harley
You can use it,
meeting up
guys.
with a bunch of guys who ride sports bike and
That's
they're
exactly
like
right. I mean,
sports
this is
bikes
the
and,
night
and
outfit.
he's
I'm
like,
ready
yeah,
to go.
you guys should get a real
I'm
bike.
fully
That's
armed
Phil.
and ready for this DLC.
Except Phil would never ride a motorcycle. Way too much of a pussy. Haha.
Kind of like,
Insane. Wow. Can't get over that. Shit.
Dumas.
Dumbass.
Real life Dumas.
Real life dumbass. We know Phil.
Praise the beans. Praise the beans. No, praise the Sudoku tree. Is it the Sudoku tree? I don't know. We'll find out when I start playing.
Yeah, he doesn't know
I
shit.
don't know
That's
anything
why.
about it.
Oh my god. Wow. Can you fucking just move on?
Praise the Sudafed tree.
Can we please move on? Please.
Davan says, I would love it if the Dark Souls 1 box art was actually you as Dumas. There you go.
Oh yeah, of course he would. Of course he would. He'd love that. It's so funny, Phil.
Am I still watching The Boys? You know, I want to. I know new
like,
episodes came out, but I fell asleep last night.
Yeah,
I
you
was
fell
actually
asleep.
watching back
Oh my
the videos
god,
for
I fell
Disney
asleep
Throwback
last night.
the
Wow.
next few days because I have to watch and name them. And I named the Fallout video, and I got it set up to publish this morning. And I started watching the LA Noire video, and I fell right to sleep. I went right to sleep. I was very, very exhausted yesterday for some reason.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't get
Very
to do
exhausted.
nothing else.
His life is so hard.
I know there's a new episode out. I'd like to watch it, but I didn't get to it yet. Thank you to the Koosh Master, who's become a super supporter of the
Koosh.
channel this morning. Thank you,
Koosh Master. Koosh, he says. Koosh, he says. Oh.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not spawning.
I received a $2 tip
It's so weird.
from Jack. If I try to get into FromSoft games, which one should I start with? What build should I use? A lot of people argue about accessibility of FromSoft games. A lot of people say that Elden Ring is the most accessible one, but the really reason it's accessible is summons. And if you're summoning, you're not really learning the game. So if you actually want to learn FromSoft games, probably Dark Souls 3. I think Dark Souls 3 is the most accessible. It has a ton of different builds you can use. You can basically take it at your own pace.
Dark Souls 3 is really good. It's a good
Smashes you
game.
into pace at any part. I would say Dark Souls 3. See, 1 is amazing, but man, there's parts of 1 that are fucking hard as shit.
No.
If you don't know what you're
1
doing,
is
it's
easy.
really tough.
1 is
So,
very easy.
I would probably, my opinion is Dark Souls 3.
Your
Other
opinion
fights-
is wrong as usual. You should know this by now.
Once
His
you got your
opinion
bearings of Dark
sucks.
Souls 3, any other FromSoft game you play is just a variation of that formula. Like 1 doesn't have all the mechanics, it's harder, right? 2 is so different with the various mechanics to learn things.
Man, he's talking so much shit right now, I can't even take it.
But then it has
I literally, like, I have to not
do that in
focus on him.
So,
It's gonna make me mad.
you know, everyone do I like too dumb? Absolutely not. I actually do not
You look
like
too dumb? Yes, you do, Phil. You look really
being
fucking
out
stupid
here
right now.
teasing me. I'm not a dumb guy.
Yeah, you are. You're super dumb. Wait, did you say he's a valedictorian? Wait. Yeah. Timestamp. 51. I'm gonna have to go back, because if he said I'm a valedictorian, I'm not stupid, I'm clipping that. That's gonna be my favorite fucking sound clip to use.
Really sit here and think about all the different
If he actually
bosses
fucking...
in the games.
Oh my god, did he actually
For
fucking
example,
say
I've
that?
played Dark Souls 2 in a zillion years, so I don't remember those, right? I really have to think hard about that. Alright, guys, I want to end the podcast because I do have to do the restroom before we begin today, and I want to get 3 hours of gameplay in. So I'll just say thank you so much. Great podcast, obviously. By the way, happy summer.
Happy summer.
To all of you who are living here in the northern hemisphere like me. You guys hit. The summer solstice was yesterday, the longest day of the year. I am ready. I am covered in
Sweat?
sunblock. I am ready to go, just like all of you. Thank you all for being chill and fun and a great audience. But we got to get to the game. I know we can just sit here and hang out forever, which I love, but we got to get started, right? All right.
He's just saying that before he goes on break.
I appreciate you. Tomorrow, I will give you my first impressions on the DLC after having played all day long today. Maybe I'll get some noodles and floats. But anyway, thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace out. Okay. Like I said, guys, I do have to use the bathroom.
That's right. He has to use the bathroom.
Before we begin. I'll let you briefly get
Hint,
set up,
hint.
but then I'm
He's
gonna
gonna send more whale calls to get even more money.
start.
Because, it's never enough. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
Go.
Switch out.
Nicely centered. Good.
So, it was about 2 minutes ago.
All right. I guess that's a point. Yeah. And if you don't know what you're doing, it's just really tough. So, I would probably, my opinion is Dark Souls 3. Others might disagree with me. Once you got your bearings in Dark Souls 3, any other FromSoft game you play is just a variation of that formula. Like 1 doesn't have all the mechanics, so it makes it harder, right? 2 is so different with various different mechanics that you have to learn things.
Dark Souls 2
PvP
sucks.
bullshit and all that.
It sucks.
But then it has neat things like you dual wield
Neat
in Dark
things.
Souls 2. You can't do that in any other game.
Neat.
Well, I guess until Dark Souls, or until Elden Ring. You know, everyone is a little different. Do I like to chew gum? Absolutely not. I actually do not like to have something in my mouth that you can only chew and have to spit out later, and it tastes gross. So I'm not a gum guy.
Oh, not a gum guy.
Dark Goldbox says, I think Elden Ring has the advantage because it's open world, not linear. When you're stuck, you could just go explore different areas. I guess that's a point. I guess that's a point. Yes, I would agree there. For sure that makes sense. Favorite FromSoft boss of all time? That I can't answer. I'd have to really sit here and think about all the different bosses. I mean, there's so many games, and you know, like for example, I haven't played Dark Souls 2 in a zillion years, so I don't really remember them, right? I'd really have to think hard about that. All right. Guys, I want to end the podcast because I do have to use the restroom before we begin today, and I want to get 3 hours of gameplay in. So I'll just say thank you so much. Great podcast, obviously. By the way, happy summer to all of you who are living here in the northern hemisphere like me. It has hit. The summer solstice was yesterday. We had the longest day of the year, and I am ready. I am covered in sunblock, and I am ready to go.
Sunblock.
Just like all of you. Thank you all for being chill and fun and a great audience. But we got to get to the game at this point. I know we could just sit here and hang out forever, which I...
Yeah, okay, I'm done. Okay. That was horrible. But, yeah. If you lost some brain cells, blame him, not me. Thanks for being here. Bye.